So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knops guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the money nice than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer.
So you'll hear that one too.
Two billy guys.
He's gonna be on the show soon.
Spoiler.
What is up, guys?
What was that noise?
Welcome back.
The song finished, but did you as well, John?
Welcome back to the Two Bearded Guys. I'm TBG _ Ops Guy.
I don't know if she's ready for this. Well, thank you.
Our guest,
I'm Melissa.
and you can
Sandulo.
find her on Instagram right now or Facebook as the Hey Tootsie Boutique or just Hey Tootsie.
Yes.
And behind the camera, the one, the only,
I'll scream that.
her logo is up on the front screen today, so if you forget what company she's here with, just literally look to the right side of your screen, and if you can't figure that out, well, you don't deserve to get her really cool merch that is in her shop.
You do. Everybody deserves it. I will take anyone's money.
She is located in Brownsburg if you want to stop in locally. Not Brownsburg, in
It's like on the
That
online,
area.
Claremont, Brownsburg.
Yeah.
Yep.
in that area. Or if you follow her on Facebook and see something you really, really like, feel free to contact her. She does ship. So that is the easy, quick, get that out of the way now. And if anybody watches on Wednesday, make sure I get that before you lose focus. We have a lot of people that watch on Wednesdays, but they're
We do,
usually
actually.
brewery industry people.
Yeah.
So there's a real good chance they lose focus at some point. So,
Get it.
I got to make sure that,
I used to own a tap room.
I know.
Yeah.
I worked there.
The A tap room or AA
Yeah, I
tap
used to
room?
work
Neither.
there too.
Yeah. I hired
I know.
Yeah.
Melissa's like,
Fun.
did you? No.
No, I know. I remember.
I needed daytime kitchen help. And I was like, John.
Yep.
All right.
John said I was in between jobs, and I'm like, John.
I
Easiest
think
hire.
it was like, I need help. And you were like, with what? I don't know.
I
just
couldn't
need help.
get in the mornings, and
need help.
I had a day job. I needed help.
Help.
John, it was in between jobs. It was perfect.
He's like, oh, I can do that. That's fine.
John's like, and it's not as busy, and I get a cook. Let's go. And it was great because when he worked, our prep was so perfect when I came in, except for onions. Can't chop onions
Oh,
to
that's
save your
fine.
life.
That's fine. Aaron Donovan taught me all I know.
And you still screwed up chopping onions. But anyway, this is going to be a great show. We're excited to have Melissa on. Reminder, upcoming episodes so you can set your calendars. We have Hot Mom Madison coming on next week, followed by, I literally did that while she was drinking just to get Melissa. We have RJ from RJ Leatherworks, Smo Money, the smartest man in beer,
Yeah.
Tommy Icarus, and Gabby from Sun King. Those are the following weeks.
Oh, that's pretty fun. That's a good lineup.
I am real excited. We're scheduled out almost till the week before Christmas. I got a couple weeks still to fill, and that is it.
Wow, we got guests again. We're getting back in the swing of things, boys.
It's amazing what being motivated and being medicated does. So,
Which is the bigger...
thank you, Adderall.
Yeah.
Shout out Adderall.
Medication leads to
shout out,
motivation.
shout out pharmaceutical company.
Wait, you're doing the baseball thing?
You charge way too much for your drugs in reality pharmaceuticals, but you know what? Thank you.
We need you.
Yes.
I'll take anybody's money.
Damn. Also, I want to make sure.
Can we go re-change the title? Take anybody's money?
We'll take anybody's money.
Is it
I
too
would
late
like-
for that? I think it's too late for that.
I love that. I want to make sure that you guys don't just walk away during our break today because we're gonna start highlighting cool people in craft things. We talk about it all the time how we love craft people. So our mid screen now is gonna be craft people. Every time you're gonna it might be a couple times in a row be the same person, but for the most part we're gonna try to alternate and rotate groups through. So if you do something cool, if you have an Etsy shop, if you make furniture, which hint hint, that's somebody you should seek. Some really cool woodworking things. Woodworking.
He just gotta work with the wood.
He'll be there. You'll see that. But if you have an Etsy store, if you do just fun shit, if you're a
Or-
tattoo artist, if you're,
You know someone who does. Nominate them.
let us
Send
know.
us their info.
Send us their info. Send us their Facebook page. Send us their logo. We'll try to highlight them. And just, we like craft people that do craft things. So,
Yeah.
that's,
I like it.
we say it all the time.
Yeah.
We buy our shit local, but we got to actually highlight shit too. So,
I'm very good at woodworking. You probably didn't know that about me.
know what your husband probably does.
He does.
That
was my little joke. I'm so glad
know.
you picked up on it.
Melissa, we worked around each other for a year. I figured it out. You're fine.
3 children.
her trophies. But we have 8 drinks lined up today because we're doing the first ever non-alcoholic on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about how there's a lot of options, and we've even had some out and about in the wild when I've been DDing for a birthday party or just when we need to slow down. We've had some non-alcoholics, and I picked up a craft non-alcoholic today that I'm excited to start the day off with.
Yeah, because slowing down doesn't mean you go to, vodka tonics. That's not good.
We've done that. That
That's
doesn't really
actually
slow you
gas
down.
pedal.
Yeah.
That's called speeding up.
I sometimes get confused. It's fine.
All right,
You gotta
Understandable.
start with those,
Matt,
and then
what is your anticipated beer?
I'm torn. We got some cool can art. We got some breweries that I really am a big fan of. The Westbrook one is a stout with a bunch of delicious sounding stuff in there, and I'm less familiar with them, so I'm gonna pick them.
John's gonna hate that one. It has cinnamon and coffee in it.
Ooh.
Cinnamon.
That one might be a little rough.
It does have hazelnut, but John's gonna really hate it. John, what's your anticipated?
It's got to be the one that when I saw it, I was just like, I gotta buy it, and that would be the whiskey barrel aged Old Rasputin.
That's an exciting one. That absolutely is an
I'm
exciting
super
one.
excited for that.
We forgot to warn you ahead of time to look at the beers.
I did not look at the beers.
I know. So what
I'm
one stands
looking
out
at
to you
him-
right now?
I'm looking at him right now. Well, I like a stout, as you know. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm interested in this Tangy Skywalker. And it's
I almost went that route.
It's the artwork
I'm a little
more
let down
than
that you didn't.
anything that's really getting me. It's a nice looking shoe.
For me, I'm gonna go with the.
Yeah, right. You're not wrong.
It's a nice looking shoe. I love you.
It's a nice looking shoe.
For me, I'm gonna go to a brewery I know and love because it's a beer I didn't even know they made, and I picked it up today. It is gonna be Lufitos from Windmill. I'm excited for it because hell, I didn't even know they made
I
that
didn't
beer.
even know they made it. Chris is like, oh god damn it, why'd they choose that one?
I found it today. I gotta make sure I tagged him. I found it today and immediately bought it because, well, shit. I mean, anytime I
Yeah.
get a drink Windmill, I'm happy. And then if it's one I didn't even know they made, I feel like that's a win-win for all of us.
Right?
Unless
I'm excited.
unless it has his face on it, then it probably would have stayed on. No,
Yeah.
actually,
Well, that beer kind of
no. But I've heard the new one is phenomenal. So
good.
yeah,
Delivery boy.
Delivery Boy. It's a little different. They changed it up a little bit too, and I think it's got a little hop to it. I'm pretty excited for
So
it.
do you remember the old Paperboy Nintendo game?
Of course, yes. It was
So-
the only game I could beat.
So it was Delivery Boy, but it had Chris Knights, who was their beer guy, his face on there.
Oh,
In that
nice.
style of Paperboy.
I really enjoyed that game. I was very good at it.
I was real good at throwing the newspapers.
I was very good at it. The only time I could throw things accurately.
You had to make it in the box,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I
It
love
was
it.
did, actually.
fantastic.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
playing
that's
it too.
tough.
Yeah.
Matt, do you have anything over there on your end?
I sure do have things over here on my end. I got Jules Xavier says, sweet, it's time.
Russell!
Woo!
And Brett says, it's that time again, my favorite time of day. Followed up by, what is up? He asks, speaking of shipping your products, he says, does she ship her pants?
Well, I'm not going to say that.
I'm
Hasn't
so
happened.
confused.
I get it.
I have shipped pants before, and
Yeah.
I have also shipped my pants.
You may
I'm not embarrassed.
you may not have earned
I
that rim
like
shot,
that.
but you got it, Brett.
I'm not embarrassed.
Rim shot.
He also says, you amazing people, and Tyler. And he says that he has 4 participation trophies himself.
He does. He does. His 4 children.
Yes.
Someone else is handy with the woodwork.
All right.
Not him. That's why there's only 4.
At least 4 times.
That's
I mean,
all it was.
Oh my god.
He's my brother.
Yeah.
Giving him shit's just a hobby. You know, if he's going to say all you beautiful people and Tyler.
No, you
I
mean
gotta
giving
throw
him
it back.
ship?
Giving him ship. We're excited.
real
It's going to be a
bad
fun
about that.
show. We're excited to catch up with
happy.
Melissa, which is why we forgot to tell her ahead of time to figure out what beer she wanted
Yeah.
or was anticipating because, well, we were just shooting the shit. Shit.
The ship. Shoot the ship.
Fuck it.
Damn it.
Yeah, let's be honest. This isn't an edit. We don't worry about what we say on this show.
Nope.
We go live for a reason. She did bring some really cool
Don't know.
products she's going to talk about, but first, we do need to open a beer.
Yes.
a not beer.
Do we need to explain to her our rating system?
Well, I was going to do that after I open, but
Oh.
when we rate our beers, we'll go ahead and do that now since John brought it up. It's new. I never forget when it's a new guest.
He missed a week. He's a little rusty, you know.
With our scoring system, it's going to be real simple. It is on the untapped quarter increments. So everything's done in, 1.25, 3.25, whatever, all those increments. 3 is a perfectly average beer. So if it is perfectly average to the style, just that right there down the middle, that is a 3.
Okay.
That's out of 5, so it's 3.
Okay.
All right. There is no zeros because you can't put that into Untapped, and we take the average, and so we want to make sure if it's that bad a beer, we want to make sure they know it.
Okay.
Above 3 is above average.
Okay.
4 is, damn, I like this so much, I'm going to go buy it. So if it's out of state, I will ship it. I will do whatever I have to do to get it.
I'm going to search it up.
4, 7, 5, and 5, that is, not only am I looking for it, it's my favorite beers. It's just that damn
perfect.
good. Yep.
It's 1 through 5. I'm so
Hits me in the tinglies, jingles the tingles, tingles the jingles, tickles my Elmo, all that wonderful stuff.
Wow.
Underneath 3, that 2 to 3 range, though, is still very drinkable. A lot of core beers at breweries can be that.
Yeah.
Very drinkable, just not, that, oh, yeah, this is a great beer.
Yeah.
Under 2, it's, all right, I paid for this. My buddy gave it to me. I'm drinking it, whatever. Under
want a
1,
beer, so
under
I'm gonna
1 is drain pour quality. Now, John and I, we Mama didn't raise no bitch. We don't drain pour on this show because there are sober kids in Africa and we wouldn't do that. So, yes! God, I love new guests.
Now, does that apply to an NA beer? Same rules? Not same rules?
Still same rules.
So I would call a drain pour beer like a gnat collector.
Gnat collector.
So we had a gnat problem in our office at my day job, and I called Evan, who's working from home now, and I said, "Could you bring me just
Can you
bring
rinse
me
real
like
quick,
a
John? Since she had an IPA.
a Miller Lite to work so I can open it and set it on the table and catch gnats?"
God, that works.
It did work.
That's perfect.
Did
I
he
like-
take my beer
Shit.
away?
You were empty. Can I have a
I was
paper
not.
towel? Oh, well, you can have more.
You are now.
It's one of our tap beers, so you can have more. The damn non-alcoholic doesn't want to be drank. It slipped out of my hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right as the can crushed on me, and it straight up slipped out of my hand, and I poured a splash on the table.
So poor initial impression here. It can't hold up to being held. It just,
The can's soft. Like, that motherfucker just...
Sorry, can.
Well,
That thing
Soft
just...
cans.
this is enough for me.
And this is of the non-alcoholic.
It's enough. I mean, it's fine.
I know.
It's fine.
It just makes me laugh. Of all the ones to take it easy on.
It's real dark. I don't know about it.
that can had a really
You're a
long
girl
day.
who
It's
likes
really
stouts.
I like stouts, but this smells syrupy to me.
Is it supposed to be a
And
stout?
I don't like
NA
a,
stout?
like a syrupy tasting.
So this
smelling.
is a non-alcoholic craft beer, 0% ABV, obviously. It's a non-alcoholic black ale, rich, complex, and dark. It is by Hairless Dog Brewing Company. Party like there's a tomorrow. I kind of like that. That's pretty.
I could actually call Kylie down and have her taste this.
She could.
Good.
And it says 0.02. They
You
made
sure you
sure-
want to
It's
open
not
that
even a
floodgate,
little.
John? You know what's
Do
going
you
to
really
happen
want her to
every
know that
other
she might
one.
like beer?
I just want to see.
Yep, that's a perfect 0 for 0. Ooh, I like.
It's a very...
It smells like the wort. It smells like a hot
Very
wort, like
aromatic,
without the
yeah.
whiskey, but like that wort smell. That is a beautiful, like spent grain, like wort.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
I like that.
That's a good
I haven't
description.
tasted it yet, but I like the nose. Just so you know, guys, for those of you that are new to the show, in case you haven't watched in a while, make sure when tasting a beer for the first time, when you're not just drinking it, you're actually wanting to taste and think about it. Swirl your beer in the opposite direction that feels natural. So if you grab your glass, go to swirl your beer, and you are like me and would go this direction, immediately I want you to think, no, this way, because it makes you actually concentrate on what you're doing. I'm tasting, not
All
just
right.
drinking.
You've asked for this moment for a long time.
This is the moment.
This beer is non-alcoholic,
I know. Oh, I know.
so you can try this.
Oh,
Do you want to?
sure.
I thought you were like, it's non-alcoholic.
This is-
No.
This is a non-alcohalic beer. It's
This-
fine.
This feels.
Here, I'll even turn the label for this so you can see the 0.0.
0.0.
Okay.
What does it smell like?
I think it smells like raisins.
Welcome to beer. No.
I don't think I'm gonna like it. You go.
Are you judging it based on what?
What? It's weird. There's like a tingy taste to it.
She's not wrong. It is weird. There is like a tingy
Oh, yeah.
taste to it.
That's actually not a bad way to describe it.
She is her father's daughter.
Man, Darcy's here.
Oh, that's
We're
fun.
gonna go play basketball.
Oh, that's fun. Have fun.
Love you, Sweet Pea. Have fun.
Okay, bye.
Have fun.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it also helps it's not a great beer.
Yeah.
that's not
So it really does taste like drinking not a good wort.
very watered.
It's very grain forward, just there.
And it's flat.
Yeah, very flat.
and like while it tastes like the wort, it tastes very like watered down and
Yeah.
pale.
Yeah.
So like on the nose, you get the smell of it. Like, oh, this smells like something like a hot wort. You know,
Yeah.
Like it smells like that wort. But when you drink it, like it's just a very bland,
Watered down grain bill. That's pretty
grain-
much all it is.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
a little bit of bitterness.
Yeah,
Like
like
it's supposed to be a dark ale.
yeah.
A little bit of roasty bitter.
I've definitely had better non-alcoholic beers. Even Heineken's NA is a lot better than this. And I drank a crap ton of those when we were out for a friend's birthday party. Everybody,
There's something just tastes off.
everybody
right?
slamming beverages.
I think it tastes a little bit like raisins on a spoon.
I
can get that.
Yeah.
I don't get that, but
I like the
But-
specifics.
but
of
the
on a spoon,
description
though.
is very
Raisins
great.
on a metallic
Because I know where that
spoon.
flavor's coming
Raisins
from
on a
on this.
spoon.
Yeah.
Not a
I
wooden spoon.
It's a metallic spoon.
yeah, I
yes.
get it. I get it.
I feel like if you chewed spent grains, you'd get this flavor.
Potentially.
Like this is not,
not good.
good. And that sucks.
You know, to quote someone's shirt, this is some boo sheet.
It's some boo sheet.
It's some bullshit.
I love that.
It's some boo.
That's a shirt you're currently selling, or you did
Yeah,
sell?
I'm almost sold out.
Woo!
I
We
don't
like
know
selling
if
out
you
of
can
shit.
see the
Yeah.
boo sheet.
And she will take anybody's money. So
You do have your glass perfectly in the way. Otherwise,
Wait.
we'd be able to read that wonderfully. There it is.
it's always the former taproom owners that are
You don't
doing
want this rinse
weird
out.
things. Yeah.
I'm out of practice on the beer tasting.
Between you and Jordan Fox,
I
it's
think
always
she's probably
entertaining.
up to date doing weird things.
I do a lot of weird things, but
Now, real
I'm
quick.
out of practice on the beer tasting.
So your lovely little shop that you recently
Yes, it
opened
is
up
lovely.
has a lot of guys a lot of guy stuff, a lot of beautiful female clothing, earrings, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What did you bring with us today here?
I brought some of our men's products. It's the Hey Fella line because maybe you don't want to have something in your bathroom that says Hey Tootsie on it. I mean, I don't know. Tyler and John have used the beard oil, which I didn't bring a bottle of today.
But you can buy it off us if you want.
Yes, they will be providing beard oils, and I kind of feel like the beard oil is a gateway drug to skincare for men. You'll start using that beard oil, and then you're like, this feels really nice. I wonder what would happen if I took care of other parts of my body.
More sex.
Basically, what she's saying is, guys, if you use her products, you'll get laid.
Does she have penis beauty cream? Is that where this is going?
It's actually enlargement cream.
Listen, these are all penis friendly. They're safe. They're safe. They're safe for the penis.
They're all natural ingredients.
They're all natural.
Like I don't know where to go. I teed it up and I don't know where to go after she
Yeah.
did it.
I think he thought he was going to catch me off guard, Tyler.
Yeah, you don't know, Melissa.
Yeah.
This is the first time meeting. It's a pleasure
This
so
is-
far.
This is the natural deodorant, which is like kind of my favorite. And I brought this home for Evan. Sorry, that's my personal bottle. I've just got some. It's been used. Yeah, it smells really nice. I brought it home for Evan, and then I took
You
it
use it?
over.
Yeah.
Because it's got a really nice
scent is
light sandalwood and patchouli scent.
Oh.
Not overpowering at all. You can smell it.
Oh, I already can.
You can smell. Oh, is it overpowering too?
No, I just certain scents really mess with my allergies,
Oh no,
and that's why
Tyler.
sandalwood always gets me. So as soon
Tyler
as it
does
was
not
open,
recommend.
no, it's a beautiful scent. Beautiful scent. And
Go
I
right
actually,
around Tyler.
what's funny is I actually really love sandalwood.
Yeah.
Like that smell.
It's just that it makes you die a little bit.
It's something my nose goes,
And
oh
then-
shit. No.
And then, okay, so we love simplicity too, and we've got the shampoo and body wash.
I have
One.
the roll-on
Yeah.
cologne of that one.
Yes, and the vetiver is my favorite fragrance because it's a really nice plant, like organic kind of scent, very botanical, and unisex really, not just for men. Not
Yeah,
just
I would
for
say
women,
it's definitely a very unisex scent.
yeah. But these are all nice. Have you guys? You've not tried the whipped shea? Just get a little bit of that on your finger and see how it feels.
Where's
on
that
your
go?
Skin.
It's penis friendly, so I mean,
But that's also my lotion, so
real quick.
we're not going to use it on our
that's it, though.
phallus.
Yep, that's the metaverse for sure.
It's nice. Yeah. Would you like to try some? On your hand?
He's on camera, there's no proof.
Hand check.
Let me see your hands.
She's regretting bringing her personal supply.
I'm fine.
Not that she brought stuff or is here, but that it's
But-
hers.
No.
I'm not sure particularly where this is related, but Brett asks, "Where's her shop again?"
So it's in between Brownsburg and
In Claremont.
Claremont,
So it's on
yep.
North Raceway. And it's where Raceway and 136 intersect.
For you, Brett, you'll want to look it up on Hey Tootsie on Facebook
Yes.
or Instagram because you live up by me and it is a fucking drive.
You can Google it. You can Google Hey Tootsie. Do that on
Google Maps, it works.
Um,
how I got there.
it'll take you right there. But then I've also got HeyTootsieBoutique.com and anything that interests you, you can order online.
Great products, great place. Like I said, if you
Absolutely.
live anywhere within driving distance of it, absolutely go.
Yep.
Because
Smells are free.
it's really cool. The women's clothes are all really unique and fun. There's a lot of guys' shirts that are starting to be a little more flashy and a little more fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everybody keeps beating me to the 3X sizes, it seems like. Because she'll be like, oh, I have that one in that shirt. Yeah. Oh, it's out.
It's out. They go quick.
And I'm
So-
like, oh,
Yeah.
sad face.
I know. They go really quick. So follow on social media so that you can.
I wear my shirt that I got from you all the time.
I know, it's a good shirt.
It is. It's a great button down. I've actually had it on the show.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's that gray and white, like
Okay,
the
yeah.
real thin stripe almost.
Yeah.
That button down. I've worn it
like
on the
that.
show.
The
Yeah.
one you always wear like one button too little, and then I can't look
Well,
past your
with
chest
my
hair.
with
That
my
one?
if I'm wearing a button down, that thing's unbuttoned down to here. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
We're saying the same thing.
He's a man ambassador.
Damn
Okay.
straight. Anyway, so back to scoring that shitty beer we just had. I wanted to make sure we talked about that. We'll talk more about Hey Tootsie at some point, but we wanted to. Again, I tried to get it towards the top of the show to make sure that it's
Yeah.
seen. This is the Black Ale Hairless Dog non-alcoholic ale. Wow.
I go first, and it's not the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth, but it is going to be a 0.5. It's pretty bad.
It's about the worst thing I put in my mouth. I got him.
So what are you gonna score? Anywhere from a 0.25 to a 5.
I'm gonna say like a 0.5.
I'm right there with them. It is literally half a point. It is very bad. Not the worst beer we've had on the
Not the
show.
worst beer.
Actually, I'm going to bump mine to a 0.75, but it's still a 0.5 average. Because technically, I can think of about 5 real quick when I said that. That I'm like, nope, nah. It's not a great beer. That is drinkable
Listen,
ish.
If I was really thirsty,
I'd
and
get
that's-
water.
that's what somebody offered to me,
Oh, okay.
and that was it, then I would be fine with that.
I could down it if I had to.
Yeah, if I had to.
if I want my kid to try beer,
That's a perfect one because
That's
they
the
might never do it
perfect
again.
that's horrible.
Never do it.
We'll
They
never
might
drink
never do it again. Again, guys, you can find our scores immediately. Basically, I'm getting ready to put it in right now on Untapped.
Crazy.
Two Bearded Guys. So yeah, follow along if you are 3 beers. If you don't tune in until a little bit later, or you walked away at any point in time in this show, and you missed a score, you can look immediately. Go, I heard everything about that beer, but what they scored it because they got on a tangent because we do that. You
But
can,
we're on drugs now.
you could we still do it. You can pull it up immediately and be like, oh, score, got it. All right, I'm caught back up. So that is why we're doing it that way. That I don't forget to do it anymore. I might not have anyways now that I'm on drugs.
Yeah.
But it took me being on drugs to think of this. Oh, God.
Are you on
thank
drugs?
Adderall. All the Adderall now. Doc's already said he's upping it.
That's fine.
I haven't even had my appointment yet, but I called him. I was telling him, different things. He's like, oh, yeah, we're raising that. And I'm like, cool. He goes, but I'm glad to hear it's working a little.
Nice.
Yeah, so real happy.
Good.
But yeah, so that was that beer. That was that shitty beer. You can do something with that, John.
What am I going to do with it?
Fuck it out the window, sir.
There's a little delay on that button. Sorry. There's a,
That's why John even gave you like the tee up after I'd
I
said
don't know,
it.
I was pushing it. It's like it has
That
like a
was
2
great,
second
by
before
the
it
way.
starts going.
Hit that button. Hit that button again.
Fuck it out the window, sir.
Speaking of drugs, we got Katie Melzers that says, "Yay, drugs!"
Drugs.
What's up, Katie?
Katie?
And
Katie and Jared just started their first day at a new job at the same place. Very excited for both of
Saw the
them.
picture. It is good.
They are working with one of my very best friends from a place we all used to work, Miss Jenny Lantham. So we're excited. Very excited for them. They are in a spot that's going to be good for them, and they're basically second in charge of their departments under only the owner, Jenny. So they're badasses.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Congrats.
Very good.
we also got Brett making a request. He's
Brett.
like, after all that penis talk, he's like, "Where's October's picture?" I was like, "Well, we did change the beer goddess, but I forgot."
the guest does normally block the new cock of the month.
Oh yes, the cock of the month
What?
calendar.
Dick of Nature.
Oh my!
Yep.
Well,
So
look at that.
it's nothing but the dicks of nature. Miss Stephanie Couch gave us that.
Yep.
Nice of her.
We literally came down here one day and it was just hanging on the wall. We're both like, what the fuck is this?
He's like, that looks like it. Oh.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
We had no idea where it came from.
Huh.
Then we found out it was Stephanie, and we were so happy.
I would prefer it if she just never said that she got it. Was like, who gave? How did this get down here? We got a dick ghost. Not a ghost
Oh,
dick. That's
guys.
definitely different.
So, my band played at Mile of Music a few years ago, and my friend Joe and I were listening to a band that we found their Spotify page, and they had a song called "Ghost with a Boner." Yeah,
I'm shocked Here Come the Mummies hasn't done that one.
that's what it's called, and we were
Tag the
cracking
wiener,
up,
man.
and we were like, "So how do you come up with that song?" And we figured that they were probably all sitting around having drinks, and somebody said, "What if your house was haunted and like you were taking a shower and the ghost saw you? What would happen?" Ghost with a boner.
I'm looking this up so we can listen to it later.
Oh,
It won't be on the show.
I'm
Don't worry.
sorry.
Ghost
Okay.
with a
We can only play so many seconds of a
Boner.
song on this. Which one's her cup?
not
again?
Benner, boner.
That's mine.
There it is.
Okay.
We found it.
On
It's had a
YouTube, there's
lot of
Ghost with Boner
listens.
lyrics.
Yeah. It's really just the
Well,
same
might
lyrics the
find
whole
out.
time.
Even better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you guess
whoa.
what they are?
Goes with a boner.
Yeah.
The band name is.
Diarrhea Planet.
No, that's mine.
I was just gonna say pretty intense. But
Yeah.
I mean, that makes the song name not really seem so edgy.
Diarrhea Planet.
Is that like the planet is made of diarrhea, or everyone on the planet has
I don't
diarrhea?
know.
There's
I
so
don't
many
know.
questions now.
They weren't at Mile of Music, but someone who was at Mile of Music had opened for them. And so we were like, we need to look this up.
With the headlining band.
All right, guys. This is Windmill Brewing's Luthitos Pineapple Pina. It is a soda-style radler.
Love Rattlers.
As always, I have no idea what the ABB is on this.
The ADD. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Me.
I
Squirrel.
have no idea what that is. I'll look it up. So
I was gonna work on that. for
although
you.
it's really hard to play guess the ABB on rattlers.
I'll get it.
All right.
Oh, because it looks like the. Is it? How do you say the
Luthitos. Luther.
No, the glass bottled Mexican drinks that you can get, like the Mexican joints, Guaritos or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the same. It's definitely a riff on that logo, and I see where they got the name from. That's fun. It smells delicious. Like Tyler's
Smells
face
delicious.
makes it look like it doesn't taste delicious. Let's go to that.
There's issues, yeah. There's issues.
There's issues. There's.
Like a stack of
Got some
comics,
stuff.
we got issues.
It's got some stuff.
It's way too syrupy.
And it tastes like sunscreen.
And it needs more carb.
And it tastes like sunscreen. Like sunscreen running down your face, gets in your mouth, and you're just like, nah.
But not natural sunscreen, like chemically sunscreen.
Well, not everybody's you and uses nothing but natural stuff. I buy the cheap shit, which is gonna give me cancer, but I also, that means I save more money because I won't live as long. So,
Well, don't be like Tyler.
yeah. The only natural,
Yeah, guys, don't be like
the
that.
only natural shit I
Natural
use is my beard oil because I got it from Hey Tootsie Boutique.
And it was
Or from
worth
the,
every penny.
or from the two
Oh,
bearded guys at
Just
one of our
Look
events.
how luscious.
I didn't put any on today, but it is.
Oh.
I've been using it almost every day.
I'll put it on during the break.
Did he give you the feedback that
I have been using it, like, every day.
female companion gave to their
Oh no!
gentleman?
So Melissa, just so you know, this is one of our favorite feedbacks we got
Okay.
at the event. John was actually still there before he'd left the event on that one. This a little bit older gentleman. He's like, I don't ever use beard oils. Blah 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 blah. Puts a little bit on his hand, puts it in his beard. His wife was even like, yeah, we won't need this. Leans in and literally goes, ooh. And he immediately went, oh.
I will have 3 bottles.
Oh shit!
It sounded like they needed to leave for about 15 minutes.
There was a
Right.
handful of guys that turned down buying because they're like, oh, you know, I have a bunch of product at home.
But we're really good at selling
And
stuff.
so I legitimately would take the sample bottle, and if they had a wife or girlfriend near them, I'd literally be like, because they'd smell it, be like, oh, it smells great, but I have too many products at home. I'm like, no, I understand. I got a ton of beard oil at my house too. And I'd literally be like, yeah, I mean, I understand. Just and I'd just kind of spray it on her nose just a little bit. And she,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, she'd go, yeah, we'll take 2. And literally, you'd see these guys, because you'd see these girls go, oh, honey. Like, and you'd see these dudes just go, God damn it, I gotta buy more shit.
Yeah, but it's really gonna pay off.
But what's funny is they like the scents. That was the thing. It was always that. It was always, I love this.
Yeah.
But they're like me. They have 6 bottles that sit in their cabinet. Like,
And I think one of the great things about the scent is it's not overpowering because it's not a perfume.
in all 3 scents that we sell, for instance, we have one that's a much less dominating scent. The very sexy,
More
subtle.
is gorgeous. It's perfect for like if you're laying on your husband's shoulder, you get that nose, but it's not like you're not sitting there going, God, I'm breathing this instead of like enjoying laying here. And then if you're someone who likes a little bit stronger, the oatmeal stout definitely has, the oatmeal stout has a little bit more body to it, nice sweet richness. And then that next step, just a little bit step up, is the whiskey tobacco, which is just a beautiful smell. And it really does, when you first put it on, kind of fill an area, and then it dies down into a little bit more subtle pretty quick.
So subtle.
Because I'd put it in, and like I said, my allergies kill me.
Yeah.
If took me a second. My allergies kill me if I'm sitting there just breathing in a strong scent all the time. And it would be, at first, when I first used it, I literally went, oh, this might be a headache waiting to happen. And then it
just dissipates.
now it's there, but it's such a relaxed smell after that.
It doesn't just hang there.
Big fan of them. And I'm not saying that just because we sell it.
No, like literally, we sold half our supply
Yeah.
in one 4-hour block.
Yeah. So, and we're reordering more today. So,
Yeah. And it's really good. I mean, your beard's going to be healthy if you're nourishing the skin underneath. So it's going to get down and nourish those pores underneath. It's going to keep your skin from flaking into your beard. It's going to keep your beard from getting brittle. It's a good product.
it's a little bit heavier oil than some of the real thin, cheap ones that you buy.
Yep.
And if you don't like stuff like creams that are even heavier,
Right.
it's a nice in between. I'm
You
a
don't
big
need
fan.
very much at all.
No.
And
Yeah.
we're getting ready to go into the winter dry season. And
Yeah.
a lot of guys are just like,
flaky.
a lot of guys are just like, I don't have a beard. That's cool because it's really good for your
It's
skin.
good.
It's
It
not
really
for your
is.
beard, really.
Yeah.
It's for your skin.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. Yeah.
Yep, that's gonna be another rinse.
I can't decide what this.
Brett asked if you have any beard oil with Miracle Grow in there for people that can't grow the beard.
You know, it actually
Beard gain,
does
you know, something like that.
stimulate beard growth because my husband's been using it and he has a couple of sections on his beard
Yeah, he does.
that are a little. Do you like that beard? That are a little patchier, and since he's been using it, it's filled in quite nicely.
I love you. I have missed you.
And I like to just like rub that beard and get my face all up in it. So there's your.
I do have the ABV, by the way.
What is the ABV on it? I'm not playing guess on a Rattler.
3.8.
So pretty typical for
I'm trying
Rattlers.
to decide what it tastes like.
This sucks because it's one of my favorite breweries. And don't take this beer as what we say about this beer as what everything else they do, because they do make some of my favorite lagers, some of the best pastry and dessert stouts, some great sours. Phenomenal brewery up in Dyer, Indiana. This beer for me, it really does come off chemically. Very artificial, very fake flavorings.
I think they wanted something
A
fun.
little bit lower carb
Something
for a
easy.
soda Rattler. I expected some bubbles.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
I think it kind of tastes like I can, taste the pineapple, but there's also a taste in there, like if you've had a glass of water sitting out for a few days and there's like a funky taste to it. If you take a drink, you forget it's been sitting out. Bacteria.
Yeah.
Like bad breath. It tastes like bad breath. A little bit.
It's getting this review's getting worse. Sorry, Windmill. Sorry, Chris.
I'm sorry. They're gonna hate me so much.
It's fine. Anybody? That's the thing is, we're very brutally honest on this show.
Sorry, guys. I don't know how to brew beer at all. So if I made something, it would taste like all the bad breath.
They have some of our highest scored beers, and
So sorry.
this
They're
one.
gonna review my skincare and be like, smells like bad breath.
Now, shockingly, they haven't left us a bad review yet. So they just make fun of John because he's usually a lower score than mine on beers.
I'm a very small business.
I actually got merch. I got the last shirt that fit John and I because my score was higher than his on a beer one time. It was the funniest thing.
Nice.
John
I'm
was
gonna
sad.
overthink this all night.
What, this?
That I said that their beer tasted
Oh,
like
you're
bad
fine.
breath.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Chris makes more fun of us.
Chris is
than
probably
we do.
going to ask us why we
I'll go home and have a little panic attack. Okay, cool. I have Clonopin at home.
Chris literally will get a hold of us and be like, "Hey, what was your review?" If he doesn't see it, he'll literally ask what we think because they like getting the feedback.
I'm sure that there are people that really like it. I don't. It's not for me.
Speaking of which, though, this is the fun part. You're first to score this time, Melissa, because we rotate.
Shoot. What was better than the dog? The
It was better than the wet dog.
dog one. It's better than that. I'm gonna give it a 1. So it's
Okay.
better. It's better than the dog.
It was.
I'm giving it a 0.75.
Really?
I think
tied
it's as
with the
bad as the dog.
See, I think there's some redeeming qualities, which is why I'm not going to go below 1. I was going to go 1.5, and I'll stick with my 1.5.
Should stay a 1.
Yeah,
I think it stays a 1.
it's a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Math is hard. That's why meth and math are spelled so similar.
There's potential
Not
there.
bad.
It
It's in my
just
mouth.
Yeah.
yeah.
Same. We love you, Windmill.
I do. I like you. I
Uh,
don't know you.
nobody can say we're not
Probably nice.
honest.
I've never seen Chris advertise this one, so maybe he knows.
That is all fair. I've never seen this posted anywhere.
Yeah,
So that is a
it'd be
possibility.
interesting to get the story on.
And it was on the bottom shelf of the.
They don't date the cans.
Yeah, they don't. Fucking assholes.
Wants to date a can. Dad jokes.
That can get tossed as well.
I'm not sure that really deserved that, but we gave it to you.
It did.
Stop giving Melissa credit.
You're just encouraging this behavior.
That's why I kind of recanted the rim shot a little bit.
Once you've done that, you can't
Reverse
recant,
rim
dude.
shot.
I'm fairly certain once you've. Oh, you're talking about that. Never mind.
Oh no.
Shot, rim shot.
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
Damn it. I got the words confused.
Kids, if you're watching this, you probably should have turned it off a while ago.
I hope your kids are watching. That'd be
I
funny.
hope they're not.
If they aren't commenting. They sure should.
If they are, hi guys, it's been a really long
Yeah.
time.
This isn't. I'm sure I know they've heard a lot worse. So
Give it time. We'll get there.
Yeah, they used to come into Broad Ripple. I know they have.
they've heard worse.
Our next beer, and please God be better than the first two.
I'm
Right.
real excited about that shoe.
I just need it to be better than the first two.
Yeah.
Is Tangy Skywalker Froze.
Froze.
Right?
It's a 7%
Fruited
ABV.
Goza?
Okay.
It says Froze.
Froze.
Assuming fruited
It's
Goza.
like a rose and a goza had a
Just
baby.
says Froze.
It's got marijuana leaves in the shoe.
It is by King's Brewing Company.
Yeah. Is there some
No.
CBD
So
in
it's
it?
Skywalker OG.
No.
That's just KBC, not KCBC, right?
Yeah, it's using
not
Skywalker
little-
strain.
Yeah. Oh, it's green.
Oh, it is.
Whoa!
Oh,
That is
shit.
That is more green than Ecto Cooler.
It's ectoplasm.
What are we even doing?
This is a show
Oh, there was
today.
some chunky wind in
I
that
shook this too.
I feel like that was really
Oh.
just
Did you
like
call it chunky?
not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chunky?
do
It's
we have
what it is,
do we need a
no,
bigger
it's-
glass to like mix it back
Nervous.
up? Jesus.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
Oh.
I shook this.
Was there any warning this is going to be fluorescent?
It's
No.
like, don't put any more of
I'm
it.
not.
It's like someone broke a highlighter
She's
and
like,
dumped it
no.
into
I'm
the
fresh
beer.
as hot.
Melissa's like, why did I want to be on this fucking show? That is green.
No, it's more like a smoothie.
I want to know.
Look at the can.
It's got marijuana leaves on it. Is there
So-
CBD in it?
No,
No,
it'll have it's probably just it won't have CBD because it's not.
Because if it has CBD, then it has to be
Labeled.
Like half.
Well, I was just
Half
looking
ABV
at
or
the,
less.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the label.
So they
Careful, you're gonna
probably
dump it on yourself.
use.
Yeah, it's real green.
I'd like to get the story going.
Oh, maybe if I find it real quick on here, we can.
It's a little tart.
It's an interesting fragrance.
Yeah, how you
It's,
doing, man?
it's not as bad as
Froze
it's made
with
it seem.
passion fruit, tangerine, pink guava, and blue raspberry sour punch straws.
What?
But yeah, that's where it's coming because like I didn't expect it to be as tart as it is. It's not like super tart, but it's tart enough. Like woo, it's more than I thought.
This is
Oh.
just not. This is not
Yeah.
Okay,
a
I'm
color
happy.
that you find in nature. I don't feel like.
So it's
I kind of like it.
it's
I do too.
a little texturous, like it was made with those straws with that
It tastes
soot
like this.
sugar
I
on
mean,
it.
like I can taste the sour punch.
Yeah,
straw.
that's actually pretty fucking good. And at 7%, that's not a bad ABV either for it.
Okay, once you get that first sip and kind of acclimate yourself to it, this is much more enjoyable.
Wow.
That color caught me so fucking
Yeah,
off guard.
that was like when we poured the Haterade grape and it was green. Like, what the fuck is this?
I thought it was
And-
gonna be like an orangey taste.
or beer colored.
Beer.
I was expecting that one.
There is you can get a little bit of that tangerine too, though.
Yeah.
That's
You definitely get the
goddamn. I
sour
kind of like
straws.
this fucking beer.
I can taste that
The-
sour punch straw.
The more I'm drinking it, the more that I like it.
It
Like,
kind of. Do you remember tearjerker candy?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
It's giving me tearjerkers.
that's funny as hell.
Yeah.
it's thicker,
That's
different
fun.
colored, and more sour than I ever would have imagined, and I think I like it.
And the best part is, it doesn't give you any fucking
Yeah,
warning on this.
nothing
really.
on that
No, there's
can
nothing
The
that
only-
would
set my
indicate
expectations for what is in
that
my mouth.
I take
this is
this-
what is happening.
Froze fruited goza. I said that.
Or a frosé wine.
I
think
thought
it's
it
more
was
like
gonna
that.
be like a rosé, a fruity
Fruited
rosé.
goza. And that's
Well, we're gonna need another rinse.
That's
yep. Not because it's bad this time. Only
yeah, just because it's prominent.
yeah.
It's all over the glass.
Cleanse the palate.
Thank God we have the dish bitch. Matt, I did not ask you the last beer. What was your score on the last beer, by the way?
Did we get any of the first two?
No, that's what I'm trying to get the last one before this one. And then I want you to get the last one and your score on this one.
The last one, I don't know if it was because you were kind of downplaying it so much before I drank it, and it just slammed my expectation level. But I thought it was better than you were making it out to be.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
good.
There was
Well,
some
it doesn't count.
there was some redeeming stuff in there. I thought that the pineapple
also nicer.
at least aerated very nicely, and I didn't think it tasted like I didn't get the sunscreen when I was drinking it. But
The extremely artificial flavoring.
I didn't get sunscreen.
Very syrupy.
I didn't get
Sunscreeny.
sunscreen. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I
I
mean,
didn't get sunscreen either.
I could drink some of that. I'd give it a
Some of
1.75.
that.
I feel like it's like a end of the night drink.
No.
And this
That's
one,
if
though-
I drink, I might puke at the end of the night.
That's a. I'm not going to drink this type of drink.
I think it's like you don't care though what it tastes like.
And this one,
This
Keep
one-
getting meaner.
it's made for Brett. Hey, it's a beer made for Brett Pittsford because he'll drink anything.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
That last one was a Brett Pittsford beer.
Yep.
I think this one's really fun. It's really delicious. I actually really like it. I'm a little off because the can did not give me any inclination of what I was going to be drinking.
Frosé, I guess. For
Yeah,
the ghost.
so-
Shocking.
It's it's not the. I guess I can't say what's on the can is in the can, but what's in the can is not on the can.
That's
does,
okay.
does this go both ways? But no, it's really good. This is a fun beer to share. I really recommend people trying this. I would say this is at least a 4.
And if you share this, don't warn people. Just pour it.
Yeah.
just do it. We did. I'm
Just
actually,
like that.
I'm actually giving this a 4 1/4.
Okay,
I think it's
good.
really successful on what it is, and I really enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't count. Okay.
All right, John. John,
It's
what's
you,
your
actually.
score?
It's you.
Oh, it is me. I
You go
apologize. Fuck. I agree with Matt. It's 4 1/4.
See, I did enjoy it, but I'm not necessarily searching it out. I'm going 3.5, but
That might be one of my favorite fruited sours, like that style of fruited sour, that ridiculous, chunky, just stupid bullshit. It's my favorite I've had in a long time,
it's that sour punch straw. It's that
which I love. So that helps.
tearjerker, whatever. Yeah, it's
I love sour punch straws.
yeah.
I don't understand the shoes. I don't get it.
To get
No.
people to look
Is
at
it maybe because it's got a kick?
or just to get people to look at the can.
I would buy the can because of the way it looks.
So the
there
label
it is.
did its job.
It did its job.
What is your score, Miss Melissa?
Okay, so I don't really like it, but I think it did what it was supposed to do. So
You're gonna give it a.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay.
John, average it out for me.
Yeah. So that is 3.5.
I am not the average this time.
Yeah.
No,
It's
Melissa, fucking tank that son of a
I'm
bitch.
sorry. It's just not. It's
Yeah,
not a
there's
beer.
just-
It's not a beer that I enjoy.
What
But
did
I
John
think it
give
did
it?
what it was.
3.5.
As I thought you would be like, as much as you are addicted to sour candies and shit, I thought you would be all up in
Considering
that.
it tastes like a fucking sour candy,
Yeah, it even had like the texture of like the granules of like this sour sugar
Did
stuff
you
they
have to
put on them.
look up the flavors in it? Because it's not on this can.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, there's nothing on this can.
No.
It's just frosé is all it says. Cause
Yes.
I mean, that is a bit of a mind fuck. Like,
And then on here it says frosé with passion fruit, tangerine, pink guava, blue raspberry, sour punch straws.
All right.
Hey, King's Brewing Company. I'm a big fan. Out of
Just-
Rancho Cucamonga, California.
maybe give us a little more so we know what we're getting into on the can.
No,
Yeah. no.
don't.
I think that's kind of the genius in it. It's kind of just
Agreed.
Mine fucked all
don't
of us.
know. You don't know what you're
Sure
getting.
did.
It mind fucked all of us when that poured out.
Nuclear green.
Chunky.
The only
But
thing-
it didn't drink chunky.
Yeah, I feel
No.
like
It
that
was a little
was
thick,
the
but not
most
chunky.
shocking part was seeing it come out of the can.
And all of us. Oh,
Whoa.
shit. All right.
It's a fun pour.
Back to our second local beer of the day. So we had Windmill out of Dyer, Indiana. Hopefully Beer Brewery can one up the game in the local today.
I hope so. I need them to because they're going to be like a mile away from here.
Yeah,
so.
they're opening that location up within walking distance for John
within
and I.
walking distance. Yeah.
We're very excited for that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also a little terrified.
Yeah.
Well, his bank account at least.
Feels like it could get dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just walk. Just do the walking.
Well, as close as it'll be. There's a trail from his neighborhood to the brewery being made.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
You must got a self-propelled bike, right?
It's
Like how does?
access.
Yeah.
So this is Beer Brewery's Little Batty, which is the entire reason I bought this can, by the way. West Coast style pale ale.
I thought that was.
No, it was the Little Batty got my attention, and then I saw that it was a Westie and went, double win. Yeah, I'm excited for this. This is a 4.7% Simcoe and Denali hop, so not just the normal. Simcoe's a big time used. Denali's not quite. So excited for that. Again, an Indiana beer, local. I'm excited.
Yeah. Go. Come on, Beer Brewery.
I'm nervous.
We're always nervous when we drink Indiana beers
Because we actually see
Was
them.
that one?
because we see them.
Was that one a local beer that I?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, not local, but Indiana.
Up north.
Sorry, guys.
Up north.
Dyer, Indiana.
Sorry again.
And we see them all the time.
We see him all the
Oh
time.
boy.
He's a friend of the show.
Oh jeez.
He was the one that wanted to go remote.
We were there with you with our scores, so.
Okay.
We've. My bad, Matt. I think you got a little extra Westie.
I can probably deal.
All right. I'm excited for this. I've been looking for another IPA in Indiana I like. So right now I have about 2 that I bounce back and forth in Indiana, so I'm looking for a third.
I do like the can art.
I love the can art.
That's pretty cool.
The hop riding the motorcycle.
It's so cute.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Speaking of Indiana beers, though, so you know how my friend asked me to have on the show the IU themed
Yes.
Upland beer. Well, they have it at
Upland.
Total Wine,
Oh.
and I was gonna get it today, but they weren't selling it in singles. They were selling it in 4 packs of tall boys or 6 packs of shorts. And I cannot bring myself to buy 4 IU themed beers. It just wasn't gonna happen. So if you have one of those and you want to throw it our way, I would love to try it because I did have a friend request us trying it. But
Yeah.
I'm not buying 4 IU beers. It's just not happening.
Did Tyler just say if you're pitching, he's catching?
Yes.
Oh, that nose is awesome.
It's good. I like
Zero
it.
acknowledgement, huh?
I like that nose.
Didn't hear a no, huh?
Holy fuck.
I feel like that's as good as any pale ale I've had.
It's not bad.
It's good.
What's on the nose doesn't fully come through on the tongue, but it's very drinkable, very pleasant.
I'm getting West Coast, true West Coast. I'm getting that,
That bitter.
pine,
Yep.
that bitter. And what I don't get is that malty body. So I'm a little disappointed by that.
What I'm not getting
But-
as much is there's a little bit of that fruit notes from the Simcoe hops, and I'm not quite getting that on the tongue because the nose is there.
Yeah.
But but the piney resin
I'm getting a lot
is
of the
very
piney
pleasant.
resin, yeah,
And
that's-
it's very pleasant, very drinkable for that. If you like the maltier side of it, it's not
Yeah,
quite there.
I'm missing the malty side.
I don't really care about the malty side. I'm more focused on the piney resin. I want that good flavor. The one thing about a malty side that this doesn't have that I wish was just a little heavier body that
Yep.
really brings out that
That's
piney
what-
resin
that's what
more.
I'm- yeah,
But
that's what I miss. It's kind of just piney water.
Well, I'm going to give you the least
Solid beer.
sophisticated review and just say that I would drink this all day.
it's easy drinking.
Yeah, it's easy
Yeah.
to drink.
And at 4.7%,
I really like
you can drink multiple of these.
I wouldn't drink it all day because that would be dead. But I would. I don't have that much tolerance these days. But I like this beer very much.
Yeah, it's pleasant. I'm not mad at it. John, you're first to
Not
score.
mad at it. Cheers, Will Squeaky.
I'm gonna go with perfectly average out of 3. There's a few things I personally wish I had, but I can't knock it below that. I think it's appropriate tasting for its style. So I just wish I had a little bit more multi body. But so I'm a 3.
Because he likes that body.
I do like that body.
Fuck, I agree with John. It's 3. It's not me, but it's supposed to be Melissa. Go ahead, but it's 3.
Well, I don't know all the stuff. I'd give it a 4. I really like it.
Fair.
That's why we have guests and they
Yeah.
have their scores.
Yeah.
So that's 3 1/4.
Yeah, I don't know all of the, you know.
And right now, you're Beer
Proper.
Brewery's favorite person on screen. But in all fairness, I think she's everyone's favorite person on screen right now.
That's probably fair.
Well,
So-
I am delightful.
That is true. Matt, what would you give it if you counted? You matter. You
Is that
don't
what they
count.
call it?
I'm delightful, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
I'm not around that
I'm not the
way.
West Coast guy, but even for me, this kind of drinks like West Coast light. Like it's
light.
it's missing something. It's not got what it's supposed to have because I can drink this, so I know it's not where it's supposed to be.
That's fair, actually. Yeah.
It's actually a good way to judge, though.
And even that said, like the flavor's a little pale for me because I'm like I get some of that piney like you're saying, but there's not a whole lot else there for me. And for some reason, like on the nose, I'm getting a little like smell that I don't like. It's almost, I'm not saying it is metallic, but it's metallic like to me on the nose. So
Does it taste like a spoon?
it does not.
Does it smell like a spoon?
No, but I do get some of that on the nose for some reason.
What is
I don't know
with you
where
and
it's come from.
spoons?
It checks out.
It's
Well, because my son
Raisins on a
told me
spoon.
that Dasani water tastes like a spoon, and now I'm like, that's the
not wrong,
baseline.
Dasani just tastes like shit.
Yeah.
It,
But what's the score you give?
so
shit on
I'm
a
gonna shop at
spoon.
Keeps It Real store. Give this a 2.5.
Okay. Matt went 2.5. Matt went brutal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going rogue.
He's doing it just to fuck with us because we said he was average all the time.
Yeah. He's not been average once tonight.
No, I don't think he has. That's
Show
weird.
you guys what's up.
Yeah, so that's the end of the first part of the show. We do have 4 more beverages to drink. We are excited. I know at
Cheers,
least
squeaking, guys.
Sure, good cop out.
I know at least one that John and I are real excited about in the end, but I have a couple more I think will be solid.
Yeah.
I'm excited. The back end of the show is probably going to be a little higher
It's
score.
always our favorite, so.
Not,
I'm real excited
well,
about that one.
always what we look forward to.
Right
That's fair.
in there.
So I'm TBG_OpsGuy.
My dog B&Q.
We're here with
Hey, Tootsie.
Miss Melissa, and behind the camera, the one, the only. You're glad you can't see him.
Oh,
I'm
thank
sad
God.
I have to.
I'll scream that.
We'll be right back, guys.
Matt is handsome.
with Vintage.
No way.
Yeah, she's based out of Chicago, but is now doing like traveling comedy. Sorry,
That is awesome.
we were in the process of catching up on one of our old employees at where we used to work.
Yes. Yeah.
She's now a comedian and a badass one at that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, she's starting to grow. She's heading all over the place. So our friend Grace Baller, I never have gotten her last name right, even when I was her boss. But make sure you guys look out for her. Look her up on Facebook and everywhere else, because if you see tickets for her comedy show, absolutely go. She was in Colorado not that long ago. I know she's getting ready to start a West Coast tour. She's getting ready to she's supposed to be doing an interview soon with Turfs Up Radio. A lot of cool stuff where she'll be highlighting what she's doing, so make sure you look her up. She actually used to work at the place Melissa owned, and I was her boss, so it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
I like cool people that do cool shit.
Yeah.
She's using a lot of stock photos, I see.
That's me.
Oh!
Melissa!
Hello.
Using all her wonderful stuff from Hey Tootsie there.
Sitting on my own piano bench.
Nice, yeah. And that, you know what? That Ava Ginger dress is 30% off right now.
It is. There's
And
only
it looks
one left.
fantastic.
Speaking of the female clothing options, though,
Yes.
and other things, what all do you have in the shop?
I have a lot of really fun dresses, like florals, kind of bohemian prints, and then
That one might have
just
pineapples.
Vintage. What's that?
Oh, it's not pineapples. No.
Those are lemon.
Somebody said pine nips. I'm like, I don't know what I know what that is.
No. But a lot of vintage inspired clothing, and then I have some true vintage clothing as well. Really good skincare for women. So everything that you see here, we have a counterpart for women as well. And really everything's interchangeable. It's just what fragrance you like. I'm a big fan of the whipped shea. That's what this one is. The
nice.
men's whipped shea. Women's whipped shea. It's a great starter product that really you can use it for anything. It's kind
You
of
can
like
start whipping other.
You can what?
Can you whip John whip? You know, it's not just whip shea,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. I actually have really severe eczema, and it's not gonna cure it, but I had a really, really bad outbreak not too long ago, and it was literally the only thing that made it feel better.
I'm not the only one this year.
Yeah, I had to get 2 shots in my tuchus.
Would you say you whipped it real good?
I whipped it real good. Yeah, real good.
I went the pharmaceutical route. I got a whole bunch of cream.
Yeah, well, I had to do. Yeah, I have to do the topical creams
Yep.
and stuff. But it's cleared up. And again, I would never make any kind of a medical claim that it's going to cure anything, but it does give relief. It's good if you have been out in the sun and you get a sunburn. It's good sunburn relief. It's even going to provide you with a little bit of sun protectant factor just because of the natural ingredients that are in there. So
Gotta love it.
yeah, it's good stuff.
And then, so like we always say, we try to shop local when we're buying our stuff that we
Yep.
then resell. So obviously, the shirt I'm wearing, our Octo Bear, please, order one. We sold quite a few of these, but
We did.
these are one of my favorite things, and I want to show John that we need to have more Care Beer shirts.
I really like that
And
shirt.
see,
That's a lot.
and that
Yeah.
see, I'm one of those.
Nostalgia.
This is one of my favorite shirts that we've
Yes.
done. This and our Hoppy Bear, and so I need more Care Beers shirts to sell. So it beats Hop Wars because
Hop
John
Wars
and his damn
is-
Star Wars
Oh,
fetish.
It's so popular.
John and his damn Star Wars fetish is beating my Care Bears, and I'm not liking it. So I need help. You don't have to buy this one. You buy Hoppy Bear. Either one.
Well, you're
buy
wearing
Care
that one.
Beers.
You don't want one that you wore.
I have more.
Some
Well,
people
technically,
might,
we have more.
some might pay extra on his OnlyFans.
The company has more.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean,
We are an LLC. I could say that.
and in fairness to Care Beers,
spit on
they
me a
were
little
not
bit.
at
Good.
GABF like the Hop Wars were.
I'm not mad.
So, free advertisement there, right?
That is pretty cool. We did have a shirt at GABF. 2 shirts at GABF.
We did. Oh, they were the
Yeah,
Hot
fuck
Wars.
off. We've also had it longer, so we were selling it ahead of time. Yeah,
that what it
that's why it's ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing they
great
also
shirt.
do is they do events at the Hey Tootsie Boutique.
We do.
So what's some of the
Yeah.
stuff you've done in there?
So that's one of the things. When I opened the store, I also wanted it to be a place that felt like a community, and so we do an acoustic night once a month. It's called Folked Up Friday. So
I get it.
Yeah, it's Folked Up, and so It's like an open mic without the mic, and we literally just kind of sit around in the shop and play songs. And it's really,
Like a good old
it's,
hootenanny.
it's really cool.
Or is it a hoedown?
It's really weird to have one in a shop, but I think that's part of the charm
Yeah.
of it. And I like to feature local artists, so that's a big thing for me too. Is kind of acting as an incubator for makers. So we've got handmade jewelry and art, and it's
They have some really fucking cool earrings.
really cool earrings, lots of really fun, weird charm earrings, and lots of Halloween earrings right now. My favorite is the pair of Scream earrings with ghost face that says, "No, you hang up," and he's on the phone.
That's good.
Those are fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah. So we've really got some cool stuff. It's a kind of an unusual place, and what our
Shocked.
main focus. I know, I'm so normal. Our main focus is to make everybody feel welcome. Everybody that walks in the door belongs, and even if
Tyler?
even if you're,
I'm a man-ambassador, thank
he's
you.
a man ambassador. Yes,
A what?
a man.
I didn't see your stock photo on her website.
Man ambassador. He's not quite made the website yet, but you know it could happen.
Next round photo op.
I gotta
maybe?
drive a long way to do that. It's such
it's
a cool
worth
shop,
the
though.
drive.
It really is. It's such a cool shop.
Right?
It's such a cool shop.
So,
Worth the drive.
Yes, worth the drive.
One thing about it that you'll really like, besides just the items, is just the way she has it decorated. It's a lot of antique stuff. It's a lot of reused, refurbished. It is so much fun in a small space. I was in there just walking around at one point, like,
Yeah.
like, hey, my mom has an old sewing machine like that one, and my mom has a sewing cabinet like that, or da-da-da. It's just really just weird, unique
She
shit.
still your mom's stuff?
I think
I
she did,
did.
actually.
Yeah.
The
I
sewing
did.
machine, I legitimately was like, I just saw that in storage literally
Yep, I
yesterday.
did a little bit. I stole a little bit.
Hey, you know what? It's less shit. I have to like eventually get out of that storage unit, so take it all.
I feel good about my choices. But
All right, so our next beer.
before you do that real quick, Tyler, we got Ben Carnahan in, says hello from MSP.
What up,
What
Pilot
up?
I
Man?
believe that might be Mississippi Airport.
No.
No.
I don't know what
No.
MSP. What would that be?
I should know this.
Ben, let us know.
Ben, you're gonna have to remind me. Sorry, I'm not married to you. I don't have to remember. We don't live together anymore.
Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Oh, there you go.
Might be.
That might check out.
But the problem is, not all the airport call signs actually make sense to where they're at. So
I know, but I'm going with it this time.
I bet you're right, to be honest. Fathead Brewery's St. Fatty's Irish Style Red Ale. They have some of the greatest names.
I like it.
4.8%. Chill out, man. Have a beer. So,
Love it.
yeah. Pretty excited about this. Fatheads always has fun labels and names.
And we got Jim Monroe confirming John is right.
Nice.
Yes.
John's 3 favorite
Good job,
words in a
buddy.
row.
Oh. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Jim, you're joining at the right time. We're hitting into the multi beers.
Yeah, that's very pleasant.
Yeah, we have an Irish, then an Oktoberfest, then 2 stouts. So you joined at your favorite time of the day. Although knowing you might have been watching already and just now commenting.
I kind of feel like this is what the dog was trying to do, a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
this is way better. But
way better. But it is, it leans into that roastiness a little bit, that malty. Get a little bit of the caramel notes as you should. Nothing too sweet. But
yeah,
Yeah, I 100% bought this because it was a red, and I love reds.
I love reds.
And then I knew Melissa was going to be on the show, and where we worked had a red, so, and obviously where you used to work as well, John. So
it was Evan's favorite.
I had to throw a red,
Red.
on.
So it's good
yep.
often.
Yeah.
We can't say always, but often.
Consistency.
What is
always
that?
difficult.
It was at times good.
I'm a fan of this. Easy drinking. It's nothing special. This isn't
Agreed.
a right home beer.
Nope.
Right.
It's not the thing that you're immediately going, guys, you got to drink Fathead Brewery because of this beer. But if this was my local brewery that had it as a core beer, I would drink the shit out of it because I would try something that day of their new stuff. But I would always know that I had something good to fall back on.
It's one of those. It's what an Irish Red is. It is never going to be a top seller. A lot of places don't even have them on tap anymore. But it's always like
Fail.
Nice.
a solid second or third choice beer to drink.
Yeah. And at that ABV, again, it's a beer you can drink more than one of.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said about that. I love high ABV beers. Matt is an ABV whore.
Oh, called you a whore.
He's not. He's
Matt's a
an
whore.
whore.
John and I both like high ABVs, but Matt's 100% an ABV whore.
Yeah.
I like having a beer on occasion that I can have more than one of.
Yeah.
And a lot of breweries, because ABVs, there was the fruited sours, which are now starting to taper. Thank fucking Christ.
Yes.
Now it's starting to get in a lot more into people are chasing ABV again, which I'm cool with because that's made some fun fucking beers. We have a shelf full of them behind us. But I'm like a beer I can have 2 or 3 of and, not feel
Come
hammered.
back to some of these classics. Come back to some of the Crispy Boys, the Lagers, and the Pilsners. Come back to some
me
of
a
the
brown ale.
Reds.
Give me a brown ale.
brown ale. Yeah, let's get back to that a little
I
bit.
beg for a brown ale almost everywhere I go anymore.
Yeah. As you should.
I miss it. I just want a brown ale.
How about a hot brown with your brown ale?
Huh?
Hot brown?
Hot brown? I just want a brown ale. Just want a brown ale.
I haven't had a hot brown in a long
Just
time. That
simple
sounds pretty
brown
good, actually.
I mean, it does, but I just want a brown ale. But
Want a
that
brown ale
beer
with hot brown.
Yeah,
is
rather than
very,
something
very
like
good for what it is.
Yeah.
And it was pleasant and easy to drink. Melissa, is there anything about it that really made you...
So it's not the kind of beer that I'm gonna order just because it's not my pick. But it was good for what it is. I feel like it's a solid beer.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
which is kind of what you want out of an
Okay.
Irish Red.
I would
Be
want
a solid beer.
I would want it to be really, really cold.
Yeah,
To
sure,
drink
see
it.
that.
Yeah, I felt like it got a little too warm.
Warmed up a
I,
little bit.
yeah, I would want it to be just really, really cold, and then I could drink more of it.
If
But-
we were good professionals, we'd keep these like in a cooler next to me, which is funny
Yeah.
because I have a cooler next to me. It just doesn't get used.
I'm getting concerned about that stout.
Why?
I'm worried about it. It's been sitting out.
This
for-
one?
It'll be okay.
Oh, that'll be just
This
fine.
one? These both have been... They started off pretty cold, and stouts shouldn't stay cold, really, to drink, so...
I like them cold.
Well,
I'm
you're
not a
probably
professional.
screwed, so...
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
kind of gauche
So you get
about
to-
beers.
You get to score first.
I don't like scoring first.
that's why
I'm
it's
just-
fun.
I'm just gonna. Sometimes I like to score first.
I mean,
I mean, that's fair.
One major situation where I enjoy scoring first, second, third, and fourth.
Street hockey, right?
So,
Boy,
Evan! Thank you. So,
Oh, I miss.
I'm looking for a right button, and I don't have one.
All right, fair. Oh, it actually opened. My app started.
Tyler's button.
I guess got the.
Oh my god, it's so juicy.
Is that
No,
Ew.
just Kelly laughing would have worked.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
forgot
give
about
that
that.
one a 3.5.
There we go.
Not so. What the fuck, man? All right, 3.5 from Melissa. I really like the drinkability. I thought it is what it's supposed to be. I will give it a slightly above average score. I don't think it's a perfect 3. I think it was a little better than that. I'm gonna give it a 3 1/4.
And I'm right there at 3 1/4.
So it is a 3 1/4 on average.
Hey,
Yes.
So she screwed over one brewery by saying that it tasted like bad breath, and then she gave the not local one a better score. What the hell? Now,
sorry guys. My bad.
Matt, what would you give it if you counted? You matter. You just don't count.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with John. I'm gonna go 3 1/4.
And me, because I said it too.
We don't like to acknowledge that.
I was gonna regretfully agree with Tyler, and then John had the same score, so I could agree with John.
You could fuck off.
Also, we got Jim said he's been on for all the others. He just hasn't spoke up till now. You
Sounds
got to
about
start
right.
talking
That sounds
earlier,
right.
Jim. And then Brett has given us some options for MSP. We've got Mega Sock Penis, more sex please, more shipping pants. That's a callback to hour 1. I appreciate you, Brett.
Oh, I now know what I'm going to call MSP.
Or shipping pants.
Well, for me, it's more sex, please. But
You going to MSP tonight? Oh yeah.
Speaking of Jim, real quick, real cool. So his son is special needs. We've talked about it a little bit. Jim and I've babysat his kid a lot, and Jim's awesome. Mindy's awesome. They're trying out new stuff because they tended to be a hermit last winter because a lot of the things that they do as a family are all outdoor things.
Yeah.
They went bowling.
Okay.
And evidently their son loved it. I saw all the pictures on Facebook yesterday or today, whichever day else. I only get on Facebook like twice a day. That's not Two Bearded Guys. Or twice a week. That's not Two Bearded Guys. I'm on Two Bearded Guys all day long, it seems like.
Yeah.
But he about shot put at a bowling ball. Evidently mom had to take off running to stop him because he went up like he was just going to launch one. So yeah, mom had to stop that. But it looked like they had a good time. And
Well, that's awesome.
I'll tell you what, it is just cool to find stuff like that anyways. I know they went golfing at Top Golf. He did lessons one year. Like, there's just some really cool shit.
I did see that the Colts have a sensory room.
Do they really?
Yeah, that you can go and if your special needs kids are having some difficulties, you can take them to that room, which is designed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And it's becoming more commonplace in just the vernacular and everything else anyways, people understanding more.
Yeah.
And so more businesses and stuff are creating opportunities
As
and
they
places.
should.
And it's really cool. So I know it's random and I know it's off topic, but it's more John and I, between the two of us, both used to work in industries that did that.
Yep.
And so we love when we get to see opportunities for kids and families to do things that maybe they didn't think they'd be able to.
Yeah, when insurance, literally the benefit of insurance is to pay for someone so you can go out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a need.
Yeah. And in this way, if you can also find places where you can do it as a family or separately, that's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Jim adds on, it was a great time. He says the Indians also have sensory friendly.
I knew
Nice.
that. Yep.
Good.
Great.
I knew that. Yeah, so real cool, Jim. I was really excited to see that, and I'm gonna have to go bowling with you guys one day because I want to see him do that. That'll make my day. But that was a much better beer compared to the first malty one we had of the day.
Guys, we're trending in the right direction.
We are.
The first one was not a beer, really.
It's still a beer. It doesn't have to have alcohol technically to be a beer.
I guess it's more like root beer.
It's how it's made. Oh, I hate him. He does shit just to poke buttons.
Yeah. It's been 3.5 years. We know how to poke each other's buttons.
Anyways, yeah, you do.
MSP.
Clearly wrong.
This is Einger's Privet Brewery Oktoberfest Marzen Authentic Bavarian Festival Lager.
Well, saying that.
Pretty much, yeah. I didn't, but that's how I was like trying to make the sound.
I've
yeah.
been like trying to silently, I've been.
What's funny
burping
is
all
I
night,
didn't,
like,
but that's the
swallowing.
sound I was going for. That was the sound I was going for. It's a 5.8% Oktoberfest. So, brewed according to the German purity law of 1516. So, product of Germany
One of the best laws ever passed.
for beer.
I think the repeal of prohibition probably.
Amber
and the
colored,
same
rich,
time.
full-bodied Einger at the foot of the Bavarian Alps is one of the world's most respected breweries. Family owned and operated since 1878. That's fucking awesome.
No, that's not even that long.
That's what she's.
Oh, that's going too. Thanks.
Oh,
Matt's like, I know.
So
not
Ben,
4.5.
Oh
inches. So
Centimeters.
Ben says,
Oh, boy.
"Don't forget, John.
Pixels.
Talk about pushing buttons. You get Mondays, he gets Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Don't forget your boundaries there."
Yeah. Hey, it's Monday. Ben, it's Monday, Ben.
He got a little jealous.
Yeah, I know.
Brett also says,
one.
"Not beer is John's brother Bob back on the show."
Yeah.
And
Good, Bob.
Brett also asked Tyler, when you go to Ben's on Monday, is it for MSP
I go to Ben's on Tuesdays.
or Tuesdays? I mean, sorry.
No
Yeah,
shit.
I get Mondays.
No, is
Just
it for?
establishes.
He's asking MSP.
Yes. Absolutely.
More shipping pants.
More shipping pants.
Montane Pill.
Do you get some from Hey Tootsie and you guys just collectively ship the pants?
Just ship the pants.
Once again, that's an OnlyFans exclusive.
I don't know what's happening.
We're shipping pants.
Your pants, perhaps.
God damn it. I'm on a roll today.
One pair of pants left in the whole store.
But
Would you like them shipped?
It'd actually be kind of badass. Like tomorrow, she just gets
Be
like
2
15
pairs.
orders for
2
men's
pairs of
pants.
pants.
Like just gone.
I don't have any men's pants.
Slacker.
Not because no
Pants
slack.
fit
Huh?
everybody so differently.
Yeah, it
And
would be
I
hard.
did one order of jeans, and it was ridiculous how tiny
That's
the jeans
awesome.
were. And I had a girl that was definitely a medium. She put on a large, and she couldn't even pull them all the way up. And she thought that there was something wrong with her body, and it just made
No,
me
yeah,
Yeah,
burn
then-
them all.
then you're
burn
like,
them
And
all.
I said, nope, it's not your body, it's the pants.
Let's
and
go.
And I sent all of them back. I need a high five from you. No, high five from you.
Yes.
Get an
I
air
said-
five over here.
I sent them all back. I contacted the manufacturer. They said we really don't take returns on this. And I
Tough
said,
shit.
well, I would like a refund because I'm not selling pants that make people feel bad about themselves. So
This is why she's
was that.
awesome, and why you should go in again to the Hey Tootsie Boutique.
that's right, where you will not find pants unless they're one pair of flower pants or one pair of pleather pants.
Of course, you have pleather.
Very
pants.
specific.
Why does that not surprise me
Right.
that you have pleather pants?
One pair. And they're like
They're not
embroidered-
actually for sale. She just
embroidered
wants them there.
They're just on display.
She
So
bought
you
a
can-
full-bodied
you can
mannequin.
walk
There's
by
on
it.
the mannequin. How much are the pants? Those aren't for sale.
You can just walk by them and touch them if you want to feel like a badass.
There's actually one spot that people
Yeah.
just keep touching. You can see it. You
It's
know.
like the Blarney Stone. But it's pants.
That just made my day.
Brett says, "Fuck pants." He's gonna start Donald Ducking it and just stop wearing pants.
Perfect.
Shirt cock it, you know.
Winnie the Pooh. Nothing below the belly button's
Yeah,
covered.
that's on the Donald Duck, you know.
Donald's shirt comes down a little farther. Winnie's is like nothing below the belly
But
button.
he's got that honey gut to cover it up though. So
Speaking of Winnie the Pooh, greatest tattoo I have.
Do you have a Winnie the Pooh tattoo?
The whole gang. None other than Tattoos by Grace.
Took
Check
me
her out on
back to my
Facebook.
childhood a little bit.
That's why I did it. Mom used to read me the Winnie the
Made me
Pooh
feel-
books.
Made me feel warm. It might be the beer.
This beer makes you
That
I think
beer
it's
is
the Winnie the
awesome.
Pooh. This
It's
is
really good.
delicious.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I took the first drink. I'm like, that's pretty good.
It's
but
really
like, I
good.
was talking and I was like, took the same drink. It's like, all right, yeah, no,
It's
this
this
very,
is-
very
this is
good. May I
amazing.
see that bottle?
this beer fucks.
This beer sucks.
Well,
The nose is nice and malty.
Yeah. This is a flavor.
Big gulps as good as the sip.
Hell yeah, dude.
this is that
Sad.
beer flavored beer. Like
Yeah.
it's good. It's
This is
very good.
everything every Oktoberfest wants to be.
it's kind of like John was saying earlier, like, you know, it's good to get like a crispy or a pilsner or a malt or a like, lager. I can't think of the words. Like get like just a beer flavored beer, and this is a good example.
But this
of
is
it.
beer flavored beer, but it's made to the style perfectly.
Yeah.
So it is one of those where it's what other Oktoberfests and Marzens and stuff like that aspire to be.
when you think of those Oktoberfest, sometimes they get a little bit grain spicy. Sometimes they get a little overly sweet. This is such a great, wonderful balance of all of that.
Yeah.
It's got a little sweetness without being over the top, a little spice
Yes.
without being over the top.
Yeah.
Malty, it kind of a heavy body without being thick. It's
Right.
it is beautiful.
It's very
A
good.
good carb level for a Marzen,
Yeah.
which a lot of times Oktoberfest and Marzens can be undercarbed. That was
I mean, they've only been doing it since 1878, so being such a young brewery, they fucking nailed it.
Good job, kids.
I think Melissa's first on this one. Isn't that right?
No, I
no,
was first
you are,
on the
you are
last
first on
one.
this one.
Yeah, so it's your turn to be first again.
1, 2, 3.
When I talked about
Oh yeah, that's
snoring,
right. That's right. Fuck, that beer's awesome.
But you wanted to be first, and
It's gonna be a
second,
5.
and third, like,
It's gonna be a 5. It's my favorite Oktoberfest I think I've ever
really,
had.
honestly, kind of has to be, right?
Yeah.
Kind of has to be a 5.
Are you done with yours? He's
Yes,
gonna rinse.
sorry. Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
slow down a little
the perfect example of what a Marzen should be, and it's fantastic. It's a 5.
bit. Yeah, I would agree.
And you know what's sad?
This beer fucks.
This beer is not rated even a 4 on Untapped.
People fucking suck.
It,
But I bet you that Froza is a 4.3.
I'll look in a minute. I forgot to look earlier. All right, this is this
It's
year's.
the green one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
this
was pretty solid, but
this year's a 3.95 according to Untapped.
fuck that.
Yeah, this is a phenomenal beer. It is a 5 average, obviously. Wow.
Yeah.
I knew it'd be good. It's an Oktoberfest from Germany. I knew it had a good shot at being good.
Well,
Very good.
But damn,
So we were at Oktoberfest, Lagers and Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any Marzens, any fest beers, anything there that you really liked?
That's
I mean,
Great
I'm
question.
gonna be honest. I think Matt never left the booth, and I left it once and only saw 2 places. So
really good.
maybe,
We didn't get around much.
especially after you left, John, I didn't leave my like 4-foot space in front of the booth.
You didn't do the Stein holding contest?
No, Tim got me out of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing it next year. Coming back strong. It's fine. But yet, no, I couldn't. I left. The farthest I walked was from table to get shirts, and at one point, for about an hour, I didn't even have to do that because Tim covered it for me. So
Yeah.
I just kept going. You want to buy this? You want to buy this? You want to buy like? Oh, you have beard oil already. Darn, wife. Oh, yep. All right, so you're buying 3. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think my favorite moment when we were talking with the dude from India.
From where?
India. And he was talking about the can toppers.
Yeah.
Right? And you could tell he wanted to buy it. Like, he would not leave and kept talking about these goddamn can toppers and how great it would be on the boat. And he's got kids. And then finally I picked up on it. And I go, hey, how many kids you got? He said 3. They're triplets. And I go, oh, we could do a special. We could do 4 but I didn't want to tell a price and then Tyler yell at me. And so I glanced over at Tyler, and fortunately he picked up on it. And he finished the sentence for me. And
Yeah, because it was 3 kids, him and his wife, and so you're like, oh, we can do 5 for, and he just stopped talking, but my brain had already started in the same thought process, but John had just started talking first, so I was like, oh, John's handling, and then I heard him trail, and I did the 5 for
tossed it
20,
over.
easy, basically you'll get 1 for free because we're selling them for 5 each. It was just so much fun that it was really. And John, he walks away, and John just kind of goes. Like, good job. I was hoping you caught that. And I'm like,
Nice.
my brain was heading the same spot. You just started talking.
I
first.
was discounting a little bit more, so I'm glad he spoke up.
You usually do.
Yep. I know my role. I set you up.
But it was fun. Also, you need to check out Offscreen Matt on Instagram. He is currently rocking his Offscreen Matt shirt from.
Did you do that when you were in the bathroom?
He did. He took that selfie to make sure that we could see it.
Were you using the bathroom when you took
This
that
is
picture?
him passed out at Hops and Coaster Drops in the bed of a truck. That's how we rode back to our campground.
One moment.
That's how we rode back to the campground from the event.
Okay, I see. Now, I thought it was like a bag of ropes.
Nope. He was passed out.
I've been called worse.
So make sure you check it
amazing.
out. And if you screenshot it and make that into another shirt, you'd be my favorite people ever.
That's amazing.
And then post it. We'll just,
Off-screen
keep
Matt,
going.
off-screen Matt,
I would
off-screen
love to
Matt.
see just like 800 like off-screen Matt just telescoping. It'd be
Right.
great.
That'd be great.
Fuck, that beer was good. Sorry. It's got me off. I want more of these. Can we
good.
just have 2 more of these? Like,
So
I'm excited about that next one.
I'm not.
Brett's asking or recommending a "I got 5 on it" button.
Oh.
I'm guessing so. We got like a 5 score, then we can smash
That's
that.
a good idea.
See, I would almost rather, even though it's 10 instead of 5, Billy Bob from
Stand.
Varsity Blues. It's a 10!
Yeah, man. I'll give that sound clip.
That one to me is just...
Always good.
All right, so this is Westbrook Brewing Company presents Adjunct Assault. Oh, fuck me. The second, featuring
Oh.
cinnamon, hazelnut, and coffee.
So it's like Junior.
I love the way it's like a band poster. Like a
Yeah.
metal
Yeah, it
band
definitely
poster.
looked like the where the.
Not excited
Well, hold
about
on.
the hazelnut.
Brewed and canned live at Westbrook Brewing Company.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
In Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. It's an imperial stout with, again, hazelnut, cinnamon, and coffee. The adjunct lords want to see a circle pit. Adjunct assault.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Yep.
It looks like it could easily be a metal fest band list
Yeah.
the way that.
I'll
that's
pour yours
labeled.
light, even though you want
Pour it light.
Yeah. This is a 13% ABV, so
Holy
I'll pour yours
moly.
very light.
Yeah,
I got you.
that's
Just enough to taste.
Just a scooch.
Fine.
That's
Well,
too
Sipsy.
light.
We'll drink.
That's fine.
We'll drink more for her.
If
Fine.
you want more, let me know.
A
She-
smidge. Just
She
a
says
smidge.
too light, and then she'll drink and be like, "I should have got
More?
more."
That's fine.
Okay. I
just
would rather
felt
you tell me
that-
more.
I felt like it was that first pour, and I wasn't gonna get a real.
I got you. I would rather you tell
I
me
won't
more
drink
than less.
all of it.
Give me more.
It's one of those, I'd rather you tell me more.
Well, you say
than
that now, John. You
less.
drink it,
Smells
gotta be
so
like, "No, give me
good."
less."
for
I know someone's gonna be let down. Either we're gonna drink more than we want to, or she's not gonna have enough that she wants to.
She's licking her finger. I'm going with she likes it.
Well, I just because there was some on the side. I don't know yet.
Out of the corner of my eye, I just see her going.
Come home.
I tried not
Beautiful
to.
colored, wonderful head.
I love the color. I
color
love the
head.
head.
I love that.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if we even got the last one on the.
Oh, that's yummy.
I love that little evil that throat laugh. There it is.
Jesus
The
Christ.
villain
Yeah, she
laugh.
gets it down in her
nefarious.
throat, you know, and it just.
Well,
Right after talking about head.
You know what I was talking about.
Which Ben just puts back in quotes. Love the color. Love the head.
Yeah.
it's so good. There's nothing I can say now that's not going to sound.
So, hey, would you like to know
nasty.
the other flavor they did of this? So the other adjunct, because this is number 2.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Number 1 was banana, coconut, and vanilla.
So good.
It's like they want to give us flavors we like, but also well, I like most of the flavors in both of these, but it's like
Yeah.
you two get fucked either one that happens.
Yep.
And
Not in a fun way.
the other one you both would hate because it's banana and coconut.
Yeah. Coconut's no fly for me. The banana that we had last
Yummy.
week.
Oh
though,
my god, that banana
like,
beer last
if
week.
it can be done well, which we learned it can now, that was killer.
It looks.
We had 2 5s last week, John. And you might have hated both of them.
That's actually,
Good
I
chance.
feel, the most.
I'm going to double check,
Accurate thing
but
that you
I know
said.
one of them you would have hated, and I think both of them were ones that you probably wouldn't have liked.
Okay. I don't hate this.
It's got a...
It's not really like that coffee nor cinnamon heavy, but they're both present.
Yes.
The cinnamon and coffee, though, finish a little bitter.
But not overly.
No, but it's enough that
I can be sensitive to that.
I'm not upset with it.
I mean,
Because I like cinnamon in my
Until
beer.
you said it, I wouldn't have really noticed it as much. But after you said it was right when I finished drinking, so I kind of got it. But
A brutal 13% ABV Imperial Stout hammered with toasted hazelnuts, coffee, and the cinnamon. Cinnamon.
I think the coffee and the cinnamon kind of go a little bit hand in hand in this one instead of fighting.
yeah,
And I think they're both subtle enough
The balance is good.
that it's working well.
you think that the hazelnut helped balance it out, maybe, or because hazelnut can be kind of a good blending agent. I feel like we've learned.
Yeah.
I'd like to
That's
drink this for breakfast.
pretty darn tasty. And I would even say that
Now that's a way to start off your day.
for
So
for 13%, it drinks pretty smoothly.
It very smoothly.
I mean, well, maybe choose my words for it. It doesn't drink very like alcoholically heavy for being 13%. Is that better verbiage?
I got what you said.
It's
I
got
don't
a good toast and roast notes to it without being overly bitter. Which is my concern with coffee oftentimes when you add it.
I just love how Melissa wants to kick off her day with a 13%er.
Hey,
I
you know,
wouldn't actually do it.
you got to
I
I
start.
would.
said I wanted to.
You want to start the day? You want to start the day,
There are
Tyler?
lots
Come on.
of things I want to do that I
Listen,
don't.
if you want to start the day, that's the way to start it.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
pedal to the floor, baby.
Hey, you can't be
That
day.
tastes
You
like
don't. You can't
breakfast.
day drink,
If
or you
you
can't
don't
drink
start
all
in the
day
morning.
if you don't start in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's pedal to the
Again,
floor.
I would die if I did that. So I'm not going to.
She wouldn't survive hops and coasters.
No.
I didn't
Delicious.
survive this year. Jesus.
No, both you all.
Excuse me.
Matt and I both struggled this year. It's fine.
Yeah. The slice of pizza at Casey's for breakfast was good, but it wasn't that hearty.
I
might need
love a Casey's breakfast.
Might need to double
pizza.
down on that on that pizza next year, or maybe get the
Trash.
burrito instead. Get a little more,
The burrito helps.
a little more substantial in the gut.
Yeah.
We also got the tots in the back seat, so that helped.
We should make breakfast next year. I mean,
But then it would
But
take
Casey's
away
is right there.
At the event, we literally.
As long as they have someone that can make
so
a
we
fucking
party all
burrito.
night Friday night.
We can make
At Hops and Coaster drops before the event. We get up at the fucking ass crack of dawn
Yes.
and go to Casey's and get
which would be like
breakfast.
10 o'clock.
Yeah,
No,
we're up at
it
like
was like
8 or
9.
9.
We're
It's
up at
not
like
the ass
8,
crack of
but-
dawn.
It was crack.
When
I
you
was like,
drank all night, it's the ass crack of dawn.
I remember when you worked for us and we
sorry.
had hosted a party at our home, and the next day I hosted an event at the shop, and I came in and I said, Tyler, will you please drop me a basket of fries?
She did. That was the first word she said.
Fries. I was hurting.
It was, yeah.
And I had to be very magical and whimsical for
It was a Christmas event, wasn't
children.
it? Yeah. forgot. It was the. Wait, you were dressed up as Mrs. Claus too.
Yeah, I remember.
She
that.
showed up.
I can see that.
She showed up hungover as
hungover
shit
Mrs. Claus?
as Mrs. Claus.
Amazing. I love it.
I forgot about that.
But I was a magical Mrs. Claus.
You did very well.
Sure
I
you
thought
did.
you were
I
going
pulled
to
it
die,
together.
but you were.
I pulled it together. Nobody there knew except
Nope.
for Tyler.
She walked in looking
More
like she wanted to
fries.
murder everyone.
More fries.
Oh,
All the fries.
that was fantastic. I forgot about that.
And a stout.
Yeah. Well, you had to have hair of the dog.
Fries and a
Of
stout.
course, yeah.
You had to have the hair of the dog, or you wouldn't have made it.
It was not
Um,
a moment I was proud of.
I was. As your employee, I damn well was.
You're like, good job, boss.
Oh,
No.
I practically lived at that place, so
I feel like it was a good moment for you.
it was.
Yeah.
It was an exciting moment. I wasn't looking forward to that event at all.
Basket of fries.
So many kids and not a lot of beer being sold.
They
It
were
was-
great, though.
The parents actually bought more
parents
beer than
were
I thought.
great.
The
Yeah.
the parents, I think they were like, "Fuck, Christmas is coming. I need
You're
to get
great.
drunk."
You're great. And I did the little thing where I had glitter and I sprinkled it on the kids' heads so they would fall asleep on Christmas
Did
Eve
you make Tyler
quickly.
clean up afterwards?
Oh, guess who was cleaning glitter for 3 fucking months?
Well,
North Pole dust.
Yeah, that's just expensive. Have you
Every
priced
I
that?
prefer the South Pole dust.
I would every time I would sweep and mop that place every day. Somehow,
More glitter.
3 months later, there was more glitter than there was the day she did it.
Well, I think someone was fucking with you.
Yeah.
Probably Tex. If anybody was doing that, it'd been
Might
Tex.
have been me.
Melissa just would show up with a pocket full of glitter. What do you got there? Pocket glitter. It's fine.
Did you sign off on him playing like Disney show tunes every night? Because I'd come in the morning, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" Tyler was here
When
again.
I was closing, it was either
Disney
show
tunes
tunes.
cranked up super loud.
Kills me that you were our show tune guy. Like, it's just not expected.
Disney music or just show tunes in general.
Yeah.
So like live theater show tunes. My favorite is we'd have the music out front, and I'd be slammed in the kitchen, and I would set up my own little speaker with my phone blasting because I'd be having to crank out food. It'd either be Greatest Showman, Les Mis, stuff like that would just be. So
stuff.
people would come back to like our employees would be like, "Hey, I need," and you'd see our, especially a new employee, be like, "Are you listening to Les Mis?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they see this big bearded dude who's a baseball coach, and they're like, "Okay, we need 4 more baskets of fries." And I'm like, "Well, you're behind 72 other tickets, but somehow I'll actually have that to you in 15 minutes. I'm not sure
Because
how,
of
but
the
it'll
show
happen."
tunes.
Then Tex would come back, another guy you wouldn't
Magic of
expect to think would
theater.
be
Yeah.
a show tune guy, and he'd start singing with me, and it'd be a
And
blast.
he made amazing cookies.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah.
He made special cookies.
He was always very hyper.
But
Or real
I didn't
relaxed.
have the special cookies. I just had the regular cookies.
But anyway, it was a great
Reset.
place to work. She was a great boss, which is one of the reasons I wanted to highlight Hey Tootsie today, as well as the fact we sell her merch, well, her beard oil. But we want to make sure that you go in, see her, you go to her website, you go to her Facebook,
Touch the leather pants.
have a chance,
Touch
the leather pants, have a
Only
chance
if it's on the mannequin though.
have a chance to buy some
slung
really
around.
cool clothing and earrings and beard oils and all the above, and just get to hang out with one of the coolest people that you'll probably ever meet. John and I both had the pleasure of working for her, and it's an honest to God thing that it's one of my favorite jobs I ever had because of her and her husband. So make sure you
awesome.
check out Hey
Thank you.
Tootsie and follow her on Facebook because sometimes Evan's working. You get to see
Yes,
him too.
Mr. Hey Tootsie.
He's a very good looking bald
He's a
man.
very good looking
If
bald man.
he's a very good looking bald man.
Who's
and
now finally growing a beard.
yeah, it's a good
He's had one a
beard.
couple times.
It's a really good beard, salt and pepper. I can't wait to go home.
You're welcome.
We got your back, Evan. And it's time to
Yeah,
score this beer though.
And so when business is slow, like I try to pimp him out a little bit. I'm like, come see Mr. Hey Tootsie. He'll run the store.
I've seen those posts.
Look, but don't touch,
I love you.
girls.
And we have
Matt's got something real
Come
quick.
over and
Did we
look at
score
him.
It was 5s.
Oh, we did. I was thinking we were on
yeah.
this. No, we didn't do this
Oh,
one
we
yet.
No, we
do it.
didn't do this one
No,
yet.
we were 5s on the
Yeah.
We haven't even
Oktoberfest.
tasted this one.
This
We
is.
didn't rate
Yeah.
the stout.
We have
Oh,
not
yeah,
done
right,
this
right,
one.
right.
Nice
Yeah.
try,
I was
John.
gonna say, before we get too far, we didn't score the last beer, and I got some comments. Brett says, yes, we did raid the shit out of that Casey's. Going back to the...
Yeah, we did.
Story.
We bought so much shit
I mean, we
there.
blocked off the fucking kitchen.
We did. They were allowed. Nobody was ordering shit till we got our shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ben says, tots in the backseat sounds like an Urban Dictionary phrase. John, you might
Oh
need
my
to
God,
get
that
a
does
Mudhog
sound
reads
like-
on that one.
That does sound
I
like an Urban
Googled, I looked it up. There's not one on Urban Dictionary yet, but that doesn't mean there
Doesn't
won't
mean
be
there
by the end of the
won't be.
night. Yeah.
Oh, it shorted the hell out of
Top
that.
in the backseat.
All right, that would be beer number 7 that we just
So I
had.
go-
So it's you.
It is me.
Yep,
you guys get
I
the
think it was
ding dong
done
on
really well.
I did. Yeah.
It's got 2 flavors that I always kind of cringe when I hear it's in a beer. These they did it really well. I can't give it a 5, but I'm going to go 4.5. I think it was an excellent, well-made beer.
Melissa.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I would go out and buy that.
Really liked it. The bitterness at the end hit me a little harder than I think than it did the rest of you. So I'm only going to go 4.25.
I really like the bitterness. So
Good.
that's
4.5.
Yeah.
No, I'm
It may
glad.
have hit me as hard as it hit you. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that that's an upside for me.
I'm
Like
really
a bitterness
glad
and a
that I
bite.
was able to find the beer like
It
that
was so
that
good. I
you would
really
enjoy.
liked it.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
What's funny is we've actually been scared shitless to open that beer. It's been in the fridge a little bit, just not because it's old, but because it has flavors that John's not a big fan of.
Yeah.
Coffee has a real bad habit of
Being green.
being green and being bell peppery almost, that green
Yeah.
pepper flavor.
Or being overly roasty.
And so it was one of those, and hazelnut can be overly
Really
roasty.
good.
There's a lot of things in this that we'd pull it out to drink, and then I'd be like, oh, let's do this one instead, and I'd put it back in the fridge.
Good job, Westbrook.
We've only had like a couple other beers by Westbrook. This is a nice addition to what we've already had, so I'm real
Yep.
happy with it. Let's see what their. Ooh, do we want to guess what the rating is on Untapped? Anybody want to guess the Untapped rating? Matt, you get to go first, and then give us what you think. Give us what you think, then give us the Untapped.
So I'm going to caveat this with there's other stouts I would get before I bought this one, personally. But this thing is well done. It's flavors that sometimes I shy away from. Like you mentioned, John and I both are kind of like very sketchy on cinnamon. But the way that thing was executed, everything was well in balance. It was all about just, everything in good combination. That thing's a 4.25. It's 13%, drink smooth. There's no reason it shouldn't be in the 4 somewhere.
What do you think their score is?
I think on there, I'm going to go 4.13.
I think they're pretty close to where Matt's at. I was going to go 4.29 on Untapped.
And Melissa?
I think they gave him somewhere around a 4.
Melissa's almost dead accurate. It was a 4.02. Although there is one person recently that scored it that is just a cocksucker.
Tanked it.
No, there's someone who pays for the extra on Untapped and gave it a 4.4. Like, why are you paying for the 0.1
Yeah.
increments, you
Yeah.
fucking jackwagon?
Yeah.
I hate people who pay for that shit.
Someone that drinks a lot of beer.
Good score, though.
No, what's funny is some of the biggest beer people I know and people who actually are beer professionals and shit are all like, why would anyone fucking pay for that? Like, people who do it professionally are like, this is dumb. People who think they know what they're talking about are like, oh, I'll show you. I'm gonna pay the. It's actually like $5 a month or $10 a year. I don't remember what it is. It's more money than I would ever consider for changing from 0.25 to 0.1.
I'm curious now. I want to see what it costs.
I don't remember. I haven't looked since it first happened, and I remember it was about a year after we started the show is when they did
that
it.
was like 2
and I
years
literally
ago.
went,
and
John, are we gonna
inflation
pay
and
for this?
shit,
And John's like, hell no. And I'm like, perfect.
price of gas has gone up, so like Untapped's gone up probably. Like,
Or it's gone down because a lot of people went, this is fucking stupid. Would you pay just to rate beers a little bit more accurately in your
yeah,
mind?
maybe it's only $1 now. But like,
I
well,
wouldn't pay to rate things.
yeah,
I
there's
would
Yelp.
wanna
You can
be-
do it for free.
I want
You wanna be paid?
want to be paid
Yeah.
to rate
See?
things.
This is why she's awesome. She thinks like an actual
I'll take
human.
everybody's money.
I'll take anyone's money. They're offering it, sure.
Well, John and I have said for a long time, anybody who makes fun of breweries for selling to larger breweries is stupid because we would whore out to anyone who wanted to buy this for the right amount of money.
Yeah, if you wouldn't sell out for the right amount of money, you got too many principles.
Pat Mac.
And our version of the right amount of money is a lot lower than some of these breweries when they sell to, like, Anheuser. Our last beer, and the beer John was most excited
I'm sorry
for.
about this one. I love an old Rasputin.
This is North Coast Brewing's. They've been independent since 1988.
Yes.
This is barrel-aged Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout. Stout aged in bourbon barrels. This is the 25, so XX5. Old Rasputin, never say die.
I'm a believer that Old Rasputin is about the most perfect, mass-produced, nationwide available Russian Imperial Stout.
Yeah, I think it's a benchmark of a Russian.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I skipped you the first time to help me remember that, too.
It's kind of like, this is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
For me. Like,
'Cause sometimes
it was
the
one of the
full
first
bottle
ones
is a
that
little
I
hard to
drank.
control.
Because back, shout out
I'm
to the
thinking.
Herat in Muncie. It was readily available there. That's one of the first stouts that I got into, and
This one's fine.
at least at that point, you could find
Well,
it a little more
I-
easily going out and
a lot of
drinking at
times I
bars.
short mine
And that was my
early
go-to
to
beer
make
for a long
sure
time
I'm
because I didn't find
getting
many other
everybody
stouts that
else.
were easily
But then I go
easy to
back
find,
to
and
talk,
I
oh,
knew would be what I
Right.
liked.
Every
And
once I
that
forget
one
which
has never let me down.
glasses
It's
I have.
great,
And then I'll
great
get, like, Matt or
consistency.
John, like,
It's a
extra
great
fucking
beer,
beer.
and it's a
Like,
good
that's
example
bullshit.
of the
That's my beer.
style. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's everything you should want out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And
especially
it's
since I have
10%, so
right
for
now,
an
'cause my
imperial,
right-
it's strong
ever since my
enough,
shoulders
but it's
started-
not super high to
keep
really
finding
get you
my eyes
whammered
drawn to
too
this
quickly. You can
busty
still
gal
enjoy it a
here.
little bit.
And
one?
now we get a whiskey barrel aged.
Busty gal right here.
Speaking of,
I'm
does
like,
this whiskey
is it
barrel
the
aged
hair
have the
that-
Is it a
ABV on
shoulder?
it?
Is it a boob? I don't know. It's a
That's
it's a boob.
his arm.
Right.
I just
but
heard, is
there's
that a
his
boob?
Yeah, that's her boob. Yeah. That is an awkward.
It's
That
real
has to be.
awkward. That's what I said. My eye keeps getting drawn to this busty gal right here because I'm like, is that a shoulder? Is it a boob? That's a boob.
It's
and
a
that's shoulder.
boob.
You just need to put your glasses on.
But it looks like it would be.
I know.
Her neck's fully turned. You can see the line. It's
Oh,
fully
there
turned.
it is.
But the way
Found
her
it.
cleavage is showing is that should technically be her left
It's not her
boob.
Is it a booby
cleavage.
trap?
No,
It's-
but like that
Ah.
looks like a bikini top
that's a
That's it.
bikini
I appreciate
top.
you, John.
and a
Doesn't
side
mention it at
boob
all.
maybe.
Not
Yeah,
even a
it's
little
weird.
bit.
That is a
Yeah.
weird angle.
And
It
Tyler's
is.
big head has been blocking it most of the episodes. I mean, Tyler's been.
Speaking of our
boobies.
drunken movie
Oh.
reviews, hey, you can see the quote behind us today.
That's what we were talking about.
Oh, the Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, we've actually reviewed Conan. You can find that
Boob.
on Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts, thanks to Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Our drunken shenanigans.
But also, it is time. Today we are finally recording. Finally recording, because John had to miss 2 weeks.
Yep.
We're excited to finally do it. Matt, what movie is the first one we're doing today? You were excited for it. Wow, did he really just forget?
Now, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I remember the movie that we're supposed to watch. Now, how well I remember for the conversation.
That was funny as hell. So we're reviewing Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but because it is Spooky Month, we had to get, the month started off right? We had to start off. So we're doing our family-friendly spooky movie today. It is none other than Tim Burton's Frankenweenie.
Frankenweenie.
Can't wait to review that one and talk about it. A lot of things that I want to talk about. A lot of things I also want to talk about for not as good
Other
of
reasons.
Very excited for both, though.
It's going to be interesting.
It's kind of a fun back-to-back review to do. Again, you'll be able to listen to those wherever you listen to podcasts. So Spotify, Apple, blah, blah, blah. Our two most listened to podcast sites, Apple and Google.
Nice.
No, my bad. Apple and Amazon. Apple and Amazon. Number 3, very far behind is
Thanks,
Spotify.
Bezos.
I really thought Spotify would be pushing to be towards the top.
I'll
It's
take
like
anyone's
20%
money, right?
higher, or lower than the others.
Bezos has plenty to go around.
He's
I'll
got
take his for
plenty to go
sure.
around.
Our number 2 and 3 countries, and this is my favorite thing. I get on just to look at these numbers because it is the weirdest
He
fucking
gets off to
numbers.
get on.
So obviously, our number 1 viewers or listenership for the podcast is the United
Canada.
States.
Oh.
Canada actually was one of the lowest.
They're
and
so
then
nice,
The
though.
last 30
They're so
days
nice.
beat the U.S. in the last 30 days
Because
of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh.
Yeah,
It
nice.
was massively popular.
Now, they did do yoga hosers up in Canada, eh? So maybe.
And what's funny is Tusk wasn't even posted when I saw those numbers, so the one that's in Canada wasn't even like.
yeah, I thought it was going to be tough.
No, Tusk wasn't even posted when I first saw those numbers. It hadn't changed since it got posted. But Canada randomly had a 30-day jump. Actually dropped the U.S. overall, though, from 90% of total listenership down to 88 because of that.
Good job,
month.
Canada.
But our number 2 is Brazil.
Yes.
It's Cosmos.
And our number...
not.
No.
No. Yeah, nope. I pulled a U. He's in Panama.
There it is. And then our number 3 is the UK. But we are very spread out. There's about 10 different countries with at least 1% of our listenership. It's pretty fun. So,
It's
We're
so
global,
interesting.
baby.
We are global.
yeah, we are. It's really cool.
I am not.
We have shirts in 3 or 4 states now.
Yeah.
We're expanding. We have
Always.
Hey, we have coast to coast.
I didn't want to make the joke. Thank you for doing it.
coast to coast listenership technically on our podcast, thanks to Turfs Up Radio.
Yes.
So
A couple things. So Ben says 10,000% of craft breweries dream of being big enough to get bought out.
oh, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure most do. There's kind of just one in every other 10,000.
But the people who drink craft beer and think they're important. This is 11.2%, by the way.
I was gonna say this. I'm sure barrel aged because Old Rasp standards of a solid 10. So I mean, I'll just be a little bit more. I don't know if you guys have got a chance to drink this yet, but oh my god,
I've not. But
I am so happy with
There it
this.
is. That's what I was looking for. Fort Bragg, California.
That's wonderful.
Right?
You want to know why they make beer and have been around as long as they have? Because they know the military guys are going to come drink it.
Who, North Coast?
Yeah, they're in Fort Bragg.
Ah,
They're in Fort Bragg, California. You want to know what's in Fort Bragg? This brewery and a fort.
so Jim is saying that he drank this on draft nitro at local pizza place
That would be amazing.
and
I bet that'd be fire.
put it in his Total Wine cart.
Yeah, they do Total Wine pickups, and I think they. Do you still do deliveries too? Do you still get them delivered to you, Jim?
Yeah, this one is really magical. Like I was saying, I love Old Rasputin. I haven't really. I don't see it as much as I used to, so when I do get it, it's kind of a treat now.
That's nice.
And this barrel aged version, you're getting the caramel notes from the barrel. It's nice and it's smooth.
It might be the least barrel tasting barrel aged I've had in a while. I'm
it's
by
there, though.
by the. I'm not. A lot of the barrel
Chewing
aged
on
we
a-
have is
yeah.
chewing on a
Right.
fucking barrel stave.
You're definitely not.
But this has that vanilla caramel notes. It has a little bit of that whiskey, has a little bit of that barrel, but it's not overpowering. It lets a very good beer be the
Very
highlight,
good.
and it
Accentuates,
adds to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is a well done masterclass in barrel aging.
I
Like,
mean,
this
we've
is-
had
this is
now
fantastic.
what 5 different Old Rasputins I think on the show.
I think so. I think we had the vertical and
We had that one vertical that I bought. That was fun. We've done a couple different years. We've aged one. We've actually it might be like the 6th, counting the age of the same one. Fuck.
But Jim is saying that there's apparently new laws limiting ounces of beer allowed for delivery, so
Boo.
this one was a pickup, he says.
Shocker, Jim.
But yeah, this is, oh my god, I just want to like live in it.
Of course, post COVID, they had to rein it all back in.
This is everything I wanted it
So
to be.
I love bourbon, which you know.
I know.
And I love a stout, and I don't usually like a bourbon barrel aged stout. I don't like
The combo.
the combo, but this is very good. I was pleasantly surprised. I was nervous. I don't know if you saw me kind of
Oh, I did.
hesitate. But this is very good.
It let the beer be the
Yes.
It let the
Yeah.
beer be
Yeah,
the forefront.
it let
and
it
just
be,
added the
yes.
flavors.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
So many stouts, barrel aged stouts, even ones I like at times,
Yeah.
will sit there and just.
They fight each other.
This
yeah.
one is such a. The beer we know is already here, so instead of
Yeah.
trying to like reinvent the wheel,
Yeah.
let's just.
So happy.
Yeah, it's definitely not in competition with itself.
It is very pleasant. Yeah. like
I would
it a
say
lot.
I am a little surprised though, because I feel like standard Old Rasp is a little thicker in body than this.
Right.
This feels
Actually
a little
feel like-
thinner than normal, which
And the thinner is not necessarily the word.
not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just
I feel like it's a little more roastier.
Extremely
Old Rasputin.
drinkable though.
Yeah.
This is
oh
so
yeah.
For 11.2%, you could get in trouble with this.
I would say this almost drinks smoother ABV wise than the 10% standard does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got more of a
that.
bite to
You
it.
could get in trouble with this.
I-
'Cause
I-
thi- it's
or
a
you could
beer
just,
that
or you
don't-
could get into fun
You
with
looked
this.
right at me when you
Well,
said
yeah,
that.
I know. We drank together. But you could get in trouble with this. This is a beer that doesn't drink like 11.2%.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if you're at an event at a bar you own, or you're a musician, or you're
And you have a
Hey, or you gotta be
March
Mrs.
happens.
Claus the next
which
day.
happens.
And
you
people are
gotta
bring-
be Mrs. Claus.
And you can go in the next day and order fries.
if you're throwing a party at your house and have stuff to do the next day, you
And
might show up a
somebody
little rough.
brought a whole bunch of Jello shots, and you felt bad for
Say
the
no.
Jello shots that were just sitting there all by themselves.
They look lonely.
Yeah, I was
No
like,
one was
this is
eating
so
those Jello
sad.
shots.
Why isn't any? These are delicious.
yeah, if no one eats them, they're just gonna melt. Then
But this
they're-
is a beer that, like, if
yeah.
somebody just kept handing it to you because you're
Somebody went
busy,
to all that
you're
trouble.
you're at an event and they just go, "Hey, I got your next one," and they just keep handing stuff like that, or you go, you're moving around. When you're
I'd
moving
be
around
very
in an
happy
event,
if I could at least get
well,
a
yeah,
can to
but
me.
when you're moving around an event, when you're doing stuff, you don't really notice the booze catching up to you, anyways. So if you're just like, oh yeah, I'm having fun. Yeah, I'll take another one. Oh, I'm out because you're drinking a little quicker.
Yeah,
you move.
yeah.
I'll take. Next thing you know, you're damn near on the floor
I've had
because
8
it
of them. I'm
drinks
like,
so
holy
fucking
fuck.
easy.
Yeah.
Drinks so fucking easy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it does.
I would say it's DUI shelf worthy.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we were quite there, but I know it's if it's not, it's definitely
I
close.
think it's
I think
DUI
we're
shelf
there.
worthy. It's a beer that's a higher ABV that drinks enough lower that you don't notice the high if
Yeah.
you don't read it. And so it's one of those that could get you in trouble because you drive home afterwards.
Think it.
We call it the DUI shelf.
Yep.
We've had about 30 beers, I think, that have probably been DUI shelf worthy, and some have been much higher ABV.
Yeah. Surprisingly so.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan. Melissa, you're first to score this.
So much pressure. Okay, you know that this is not typically the kind of drink that I
Yeah.
would drink, but I'm very impressed because I've never had a bourbon barrel aged stout that I liked,
There you go.
and I like this. So
Yeah.
We did our job on the show.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a 4.75.
Damn!
That's fair.
From the barrel hating stout hater.
Yeah.
But again, I
like
love
stouts.
bourbon, and I love stouts.
But I said what I said. Bourbon barrel aged stout hater.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this was quite good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. What are you doing with your
Where
teeth?
you at?
I've been bouncing back and forth between two scores. I'm going to underscore it probably according to John. I'm a 4.75.
It's actually right where I was at too.
Oh, I really thought you'd say a 5.
No, I think it's fantastic.
I'm so close to a 5. Hey, you know how we just hated on people who pay for those little bits?
Yeah.
Like, I would be pretty close to, like, pushing it
So
over.
you'd be like 4.9.
No, it'd be more like a 4.85 maybe. So, like, a 4.8 would be nice to use. 4.857, you know, something like that. A John score.
Gosh.
John score, if I've ever heard one.
That was great.
It's 4.75 average. Fantastic. Matt, I don't think I asked you the last one. I might have. But what would you score this one?
I'm waffling too because I'm between a 4.75 and a 5.
Yeah, that's what it's,
And
I was back and forth.
I'm trying to debate. I'm like, all right, is there a reason not to give it a 5? And I'm not sure I can come up with a reason, but at the same point, I don't know that I can.
I didn't
quite
have
give
a
it
reason to
5.
give it the.
Yeah.
The reason that's it. Like I've had beers where I've been like, "This is amazing. It's a 5. This is really good," but it's not those beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and again, that kind of all right. So like, I'm thinking like my 5. Like, I'll never forget Ale Song Rhino Suit. Like drinking that. Like that's eternally in my brain.
Yeah, we know.
And this is not quite there, but it's really damn close.
Yeah.
So I gotta go 4.75.
The first time I ever had River North Legalese.
Yeah.
100% of 5 the first time I ever even
Yep.
touched my lips.
But I can tell
Fantastic
this would be
beer.
a 4.75 plus. Like
Yeah.
if I had room between hither and thither.
If we were
like,
one of those people that paid for shit. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a 4.85. Actually, 4.87.
5.
I don't know how far we can go on tap with that.
Oh,
but-
just 0.1, but it's just fun
oh,
to.
well, fuck. Then I guess 4.8.
It's just fun to John score it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. The show's been a hell of a lot of fun.
great.
Second
time.
hour definitely made it for the first.
Check out Hey Tootsie. Website is?
HeyTootsieBoutique.com.
Couldn't remember if the boutique was in the website or
Yeah,
not. That's why
it is.
That's why I threw it over.
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook, look her up. She's on both. Make sure you check out the merch if you live in that area. Absolutely go see the clothing, go see everything. If you don't, if you're, 7 hours away and you're like, that sounds cool, she delivers. So, well,
What?
ships. Ships. I knew what I meant in my head and said the wrong
Deliver
word.
7 hours away.
She'll ship in a box
Hey,
for you.
you order enough, she might do it.
I might.
Her and Evan might show up. Somebody
Yeah.
goes, I'll buy everything. Evan's
Free
like, that's
delivery on
sketchy as
orders
shit.
of $3,000 or more.
I can see it now. Melissa goes, we're delivering to, Champaign, Illinois.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they spent $3,000.
They bought the
They
store
bought my
out.
whole store.
Evan just be like, that's sketchy as shit. Let's
go.
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 But,
To be fair, they're like, we're thinking about opening our own store. Just gonna buy yours, like all the stuff out of it, and take it over here.
but they ship. It's awesome. You can find them on their website. Cool stuff.
I'm also on TikTok.
You are on TikTok. I forgot about that.
I
TikTok?
am, and
You
I have
recently
a shop-
followed us.
I have a shop cat that
Oh.
does videos.
You have a shop cat? I haven't seen the shop cat.
She's ceramic.
Oh, I got all excited.
Her name's Anastasia Beaverhausen, and she's always
Is the burp in the name?
she's always doing a mischief.
Always doing a
A
mischief.
mischief.
She's doing a mischief
She's doing a mischief on the web.
on
I
the internet.
Check out our partners and sponsors on the right side
I'm
of your
gonna
screen
steal
today, including the really cool logo of Hey Tootsie there at the bottom. Yeah, because you're on the screen today.
I am.
Yeah, you've been there the whole time.
We have
Yeah.
doing a mischief shirts too.
Of course you do. Make sure you check out all our friends there, Indiana Untapped, because that's who takes care of all of our events for the most part during the summer. But we have some really cool events coming up that we forgot to mention. I want to make sure and throw that out real quick. Follow us because we post about them all the time. But coming up in October, we have 2 events. There is the Michiana Festival of Beers on October 21st, and October 14th is Hop Lord's Booze and Brews. That was the word I was looking for. I knew I was having troubles with that. So Booze and Brews is October 14th. Michiana Festival of Beers is October 21st. In November, you can get your tickets to Circle City Full Fest, currently online right now. It is a beer fest, and Foaling Tournament for the breweries will be there in full force. So John, myself, Off-Screen Matt, my brother Brett, who you met at Hops and Coaster Drops, and none other than Savage herself, who's been at a few events with us. We will be, as Savage and I will be announcing the tournament. Let's be honest, we'll be making fun of every damn brewery out there, especially Hog Molly. And then we will be selling our merch, and we will be hitting up all the booths and doing interviews. That's why we're coming in full force. And then after that, literally the following weekend, because evidently we like to back up weekends, we have
back it
Circle
up.
City Irish Fest here in Noblesville, and tickets recently went on sale for that. There's only a 300 ticket limit, so get them before they're gone. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
No beer of the night?
B&Q.
Oh, we forgot Beer of the Night. We're still going to close out, and then we'll do Beer of the Night. Melissa
I'm Melissa.
from Hey Tootsie.
Nailed it.
And behind the camera,
I'm Matt.
who's going to give us his Beer of the Night?
There's
Damn, I had a great closing, and then I forgot Beer of the Night.
multiple beers that are actually deserved it, but despite Old Rasputin being my favorite, I gotta go Skywalker. That thing, I think surprised the hell out of me.
He's talking
And
about this one.
Yeah.
that was just gnarly for
It
every
was gnarly.
every possible reason.
John.
Good word.
Oh, there was some good. It's a good hour too.
There's some bangers.
I'm the Marzen is definitely worthy. Honestly, Skywalker's worthy, but I mean, for me, it's got to be the Old Rasputin. It was exactly what I was wanting.
Melissa.
This one.
The coffee hazelnut. I forgot the cinnamon.
Yes. Adjunct
to the minimum.
salt.
And then for me,
2.
I'm really glad he didn't say it, because not only I don't think I've ever even considered an Oktoberfest
Yeah.
for a 5.
Yeah,
So not only was it what I wanted, it surprised me with the perfective, just genius,
perfective.
New
perfection.
You saw it here first, kids.
I had about 3 words I combined. It's fine.
did.
This Oktoberfest was unbelievable.
Whatever
So,
your perspective is, it's perfective.
T-shirt.
I like that. Fantastic. So we had 4 different beers of the night. All were worthy.
All worthy.
Again, we closed out already, so check out our friends on the right side of your screen. Check out Drunken Movie Reviews. Later.